Welcome to This Week in Fast Pitch, the podcast that keeps you up to date on the latest news, insights, and analysis from the world of fast pitch softball. Powered by SixFour3, we bring you the stories behind the scores, the personalities behind the players, and the strategies behind the game. Whether you're a fan, a coach, or a player, we've got you covered with expert analysis and insider information. So sit back, relax, and get ready for a deep dive into the world of fast pitch softball. This is This Week in Fast Pitch, powered by SixFour3, with your hosts, Jimmy Thomas and Kevin Bednowski. All right, we are back for another great episode of our high school softball preseason media days, and I, as always, am joined by my large and in charge co-host, the man whose shadow is larger than life, Mr. Coach Jimmy Thomas.
I like that one.
Look at their faces,
Good
Kevin.
one.
See, Kevin likes to insult me before we start
They're not
every
insults.
podcast. That wasn't my shadow. Is no, because the girls all their mouths went wide open when you said that.
Okay, maybe
All
I
right.
really wasn't paying attention.
And of
You're
course,
right.
as always, we have
Yeah.
our executive producer,
Yep.
co-founder of 643, the man behind the glass, Mr. Matt Cook.
Good to be here. Nice
All
to
right.
see you, ladies.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Got some goofballs in the house today.
Yeah, I think we're up for a really cool episode tonight. So, without further ado, we are going to introduce our guests.
Paul?
This is the first dance moves we've had.
Yeah. Team dance.
We are thrilled. We are thrilled to have the pioneers
No more.
of Patriot High School join us today. Welcome, ladies.
Make sure we check YouTube out so we can see the moves on the video.
Yeah, welcome, welcome, welcome. First, we'll introduce to the program their head coach, their new first-year head coach, Mr. Paul Ellis. Welcome to the show, Paul.
Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Coach, who did you bring with you tonight to represent the Pioneers?
Well, I brought 4 players that are integral to our program and that I'm really looking forward to working with this year. I've got Kieran, who is a junior, Riley, the sophomore, Madison, sophomore, and Issa is a junior, and looking forward to their contributions this year.
Awesome. Ladies, introduce yourselves. Tell us a little bit about each of you. You already said what grade you're in, but positions, what you do for fun, a little bit about you. Kieran, you're up.
Okay, my name's Kieran Kapoor.
With one N, right? Not two.
One N.
Yeah, sorry about
Not
that.
two. Only
Coach,
one.
no.
Coach led me astray on that one.
And she actually put that in Team Snap as the way she spells her name.
My account got messed up.
You misspelled your own name?
She
a new
spelled
one.
her own name
No.
wrong. So
Well,
you can see
I
how
had it right
my
the
season's
first
gonna
time,
go.
and then I needed to make a new one, but that name was like already taken.
So
so
you had to double the N up rather than throw a middle initial in there or something. You just decided
Is your
to-
middle initial N by chance?
Ooh.
Huh?
Is your middle initial N?
No.
Oh, okay.
N for no.
We'll get you a new
All
one.
right, what else? What else, Kieran? What are you up to?
I play second base, third base, and outfield.
Play travel ball?
I do play travel.
What's your team?
I play for the Ashburn Shooting Stars.
Awesome.
Very nice.
Yes.
All right. Riley, how about you?
I'm Riley Keith, and I have always played outfield, but I guess this high school season we're
She's
starting in
their
third
baseman.
base.
Awesome.
So I love infield, but we'll see how it goes.
So remember, we should bunt. We should bunt.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she's probably fast.
She's very fast.
Good.
I got some speed.
Got some skills.
All right now.
Madison, how about you?
My name's Madison Supinger. I play outfield and second. I play on Rock Gold. Oh, I forgot what. Sherland 16.
Great.
Did you just start on this team, or do you just not have a good memory?
In the fall, right?
Yeah.
In the fall?
I've always been on Rock Gold for about like almost 2.5 years, but
Okay.
I've always
this is
been
the first time I'm
for
playing
2
with Shane.
years.
So
First time you're playing what?
with Shane.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Issa, welcome to the show. You guys are the giggly group. I can tell already.
You should see our practice.
It's real bad.
I'm Issa Ellis, primary catcher and utility. I play for Tennessee Mojo Wade, and yeah.
Awesome. Well, again, welcome, ladies. We're excited to have you here.
Yeah, Coach, new program. You're coming in. You guys have, had a pretty good year last year. You guys advanced, What's the outlook this year? What are you trying to change? What's your culture? What are you trying to build over there, Patriot?
Team culture.
Yeah.
I think that's the first positive. I don't know if that's a change. We had some really good coaches before. I was lucky to come into the program from Indy, and obviously getting to work with student athletes like this every day, and what we've seen. We've been grinding already 3 days a week, and kind of learning from some of you all, best coaches out there, and hitting the weight room. These girls have been in the weight room every week. They've been in the field, the aux gym. We've been hitting. It's been great to actually watch them, and it's been a pleasure so far. So
Is this your first head coaching gig?
It is my first high school head coaching gig.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
For those that don't know Paul is like super ingrained in, softball, and he's that guy that goes to like the NFCA and hangs out at the end, and all the vendors are leaving, and he's trying to get all their gear and all that stuff to bring back.
Do you
for
want
his
to donate
program.
to Patriot?
Well, no, I mean, it's
He's
a
actually
smart
brought
move.
us so much stuff.
really
Yeah,
has.
so
The
we
things
were.
that
I
he's
was in
gotten
your.
us is insane.
Yeah, I was in your aux gym like 2 weeks ago, and tons of cool stuff. You got great ball carts, you got machines, you got all this stuff that you've, I guess, trekked back from the
In
NCAA.
previous years, we had one bag.
That's
Do
what I was
you
gonna say.
remember
The
the
good
good
ball
ball?
has not even a bucket.
It was the
Not a
good ball
bucket.
bag, but we couldn't hit them
Don't touch
because
it.
those were the
Yeah.
pitching balls. So we had to hit like the bad balls. The
We
squishy
only had
ones.
2 buckets of the bad balls.
And
As
we
if
would
Patriot's
fight
not
over
a
the
brand new
good
high
balls.
school.
Well, obviously, it just goes without saying that you got somebody that cares about you,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Somebody that's going to, not just donate their time, donate their resources, and just donate their love to you guys. So that goes a long way, and you guys should really hold on to that. It's a pretty cool thing to have somebody in your corner like
We're
that.
so grateful for you.
What is the makeup of the team? I see we've got a couple of juniors and a couple of sophomores. What's the makeup? Are there seniors on the team, or
Yeah.
bringing back a lot of young people, or what?
There are 4 seniors
Okay.
that were on the team last year.
Okay.
3 juniors.
No, 4.
4 juniors.
4 juniors. 4 or 5.
Okay, so you have a lot of returning
Yeah.
roster spots there.
Sophomores 5.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Comes to tryouts.
Tryouts February.
Tryouts at the start.
Tryouts February
That
19th
was a
through
very political
23rd.
As of
answer,
last
wasn't it?
year,
Well, I can
5
tell you,
sophomores.
last year Patriot carried a roster and a half. Every time I look, there's 35 players on the varsity roster. I couldn't
Plus
believe
some
it.
awesome cheers.
Had
let
to
me
ch-
tell you.
had to charter your
Those
own bus
cheers
to
were
get everybody
awesome.
there. Good.
And so, what have you guys have thought about Coach Ellis so far in this?
Which
first
one?
part?
Which one?
We've got 2 of them.
You have 2
Yeah,
Coach
yeah,
Ellis.
Yeah.
Oh, is the other one here?
Not
Not
the
yet.
dad,
No.
not the dad, Coach Ellis.
How about the
Not
one
her
that's,
fault.
the one that's sitting to your right? We'll start there.
I think he's been doing a great job
Nice.
because, I'm just saying my previous years, my freshman and sophomore year, we never really had many out of season workouts. We had a few here and there, but he's been really adamant about we're putting in the work in the off season.
Right, a little bit more
So,
structure.
Yeah,
Good.
and I really like that.
Awesome.
It's a lot consistent. We have a lot more in-depth drills, and it's very specific to our positions and what we really need to grow
Awesome.
at.
I think one big thing that has really stood out to me is he's not just there coaching us on the field and coaching us in the cages or in outfield, whatever the softball specific skill is. It's more of he cares also about how we are as a person, how we turn out. He wants us to be successful not only in softball but in life.
Terrific.
That's what
You
good
know,
coaches do.
that question, Paul, could really backfire, just so you know. that one I thought went pretty well.
I got
He
him here.
breathes really loud.
Farts sometimes. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
He
One
knows
time
how to clear a room.
in the equipment room, I heard he ripped a big one.
Jeez, no windows in there? Wow. Good night, Paul. They're not pulling any punches. Let's get it
open
back
up
on the
that can of
softball
worms.
tracks if we can.
If we're making stuff up, I got a rack. So let's
Yeah.
go
Wait till he
one at a
talks about
time.
what you guys do in the training room. So, let's get on the softball field a little bit and less about.
Paul's
stench.
bodily functions.
Yeah. So, what's the outlook? What's the strength? What are you guys going to be? What's going to be the strength of this team this year?
Definitely our hitting.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Power hitting?
hit our Natalie.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Natalie
yeah.
Stanton.
Miss Stanton.
Her name just gives me chills because
I know.
of
How many walk-offs did she have last year?
7, 8, 9.
the energy she brings in a room is.
Yeah.
Wow,
Incredible.
that's
We're
awesome.
gonna hit our butts off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. I mean, you got to like that. You're not even here, and they're pumping you up like that. Natalie's going to love hearing that.
She's a beast. She's insane.
So hitting what else? I mean, you guys are obviously have a lot of people on your roster. depth is probably, a strength, I would think, that you guys have a lot of players that can play. So other than the at-bat, what else are you guys going to be good? Defensively, you're going to be able to hold up. Pitching, I know you lost a senior pitcher last year, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we definitely have a lot of players that can utilize other positions, and I feel like that's really going to help us this season, being able to, utilize everybody.
Lots of versatile
We definitely
players.
have a lot of, utility players who can play a lot of different positions, and I think that'll help us a lot. Because we did lose a lot of really talented seniors last year, and so I think it's important that a lot of us are going to step up and
We also have a great team
fill those
culture.
shoes.
That's great.
No, we're really
we all
close
love
to
each
each
other.
other. Yeah.
Good.
That's awesome.
Can tell by the giggles.
Yeah. You guys definitely win the laugh award so
We
far.
can't stop. I don't know.
I know.
It's an issue sometimes.
That's
So,
okay.
so as you're looking out at the schedule, is your schedule out, Paul?
It is. It
Okay,
is.
so you know who you're playing. Have you guys looked at it? Have you seen
do.
it a little bit? Yeah. What's the one that you have circled on there? What's the team that you just cannot wait to play?
Riverside.
Wow, you went right in on it, didn't you?
There's the
I
over-under.
You
I
go
made the
Over-under on how
graphic.
quickly it takes.
I mean,
Wow.
across county boundaries. I
Are
mean,
they
it's
on
just-
the? Do you play them?
Just,
We absolutely
do.
play Riverside.
is it a scrimmage or is
No,
it like
it's real.
Oh, it's
Oh,
the,
I
is
made
it?
the graphic,
it
so
on.
I was so
Remember
excited.
when you guys?
I like it. Good job, Karen.
So
Remember when you guys were talking about all the home runs you were hitting?
Is Charlotte Morse?
yeah,
Charlotte hits a couple, and so does
Yeah.
Kaylee, and so
They
does
all do.
Marissa, and so
Yeah.
does our first
They all
five
do.
hitters in their lineup.
Madison's got his covered.
I know.
Yeah.
Madison,
Hello.
hello.
Yeah.
You just stand in the
Alley
woods
Logan.
outside left center field.
Yeah.
So Issa, you mentioned that pretty quickly. What is it about Riverside? Just because they're good, you'd like to play the top competition? Is that what you want to see?
Yeah, I feel like we do best when we really have to get down and battle, and we have to get ourselves together and be like, hey, it's either win or go home, and we have to win. And
that
we're really good at coming together and kind of when a time comes, knocking off the silliness and getting work done.
Good.
Ooh.
Good. Who else? Who's your in-county
In-conference.
rival? From a district perspective.
So Battlefield is Patriot High School's rival, but I think one of our toughest games this year will probably be OP.
Okay.
John Champe was
They're not in our
was a
district
pretty
anymore.
big. Oh yeah, they're
Yeah, John
But
Champ
last
moved
year-
down.
last
We still
year
play
they-
them though, right?
No, but we'll see OP a
Scrimmage.
couple times. You're right.
Scrimmage.
We'll see OP.
Yeah.
For sure.
OP's returning a lot of players. They should be pretty good again.
Battlefield is really
What is
good
OP?
though, so
Yeah.
there are
Osborne
going to be
Park.
some
Okay.
good competition. this year.
OP's got Sammy coming back on the mound.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Their whole team is.
I think that's the
is
big thing.
They work
is
really well
pitching.
together.
starting
Yeah.
high level travel starters.
Yeah.
And they were state semifinalists, regional.
Madison knocked them out,
Yeah. Okay.
and it was a close game.
Yeah. And you guys, you lost a champ in the playoffs last year? Is that what it was?
District championship.
District championship. Colgan?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Colgan.
Okay.
No, it's
Cool.
it's-
And Colgan's not on your list as the team you want to get?
Oh, we can.
Nah.
We would love to be.
We were up 20-0.
20-0.
And we
right.
just lost it.
Okay.
We were
It was like
we were good.
We're a little tired.
Fine.
What was the real score?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
It was a
Felt
lot
like
to a little.
It was. They came back from.
So
they
like
came
the
back.
football game this
Yeah, it was
weekend?
like-
Yeah,
I was gonna say.
it was. It was.
Oh, you like that one, Karen?
That was a good one. That was funny.
Yeah, I'm new to this, but we've got Brentsville right down the street.
Yeah.
We've got Gainesville right down the street.
Yeah.
I mean, really close.
All
Yeah.
two, but those two are pretty new schools, though, right? Well, all of you guys.
Brentsville's older and
Gainesville-
Brentsville's
Gainesville's new.
Gainesville's brand new.
Okay.
But they both. I mean, Gainesville's got a great coach.
Yeah.
And she's really good. They got some really good players up there too. Brentsville.
Cam.
Yeah,
Cameron
absolutely.
is
Yep.
good,
Cam.
yeah.
Cam's pinup is fantastic. And
Rachel Ruiz. She's
yep.
a
Oh,
pitcher.
okay.
Rachel, had the pleasure of
Nasty
coaching
screwball.
Rachel in travel, and and then Brentsville obviously is loaded up too.
Yeah.
Brentsville right down the street's got a ton of good players. I'm sure Taya Cornett will be on the mound for them this year. We'll see her,
Yeah.
and
There's a lot of good competition this year. Really good.
Yeah, I think what is it? What do you think? Paul, this question for you. What do you think is attributed to sort of the rise in sort of the local softball scene? Right. I mean, we've seen you've been around for a little bit now, so what is it that these girls are doing, and where every team, every high school, you just mentioned all these various high schools, and you rattle off these names of girls that you want to compete against. 10 years ago, it may have been one girl, two girls, two players every other team. Right now, every team is loaded with talented 4, 5, 6 talented players like what you have in front of you here.
I think it's great, but I think it also it works down too, right? The college, the popularity and seeing college and seeing women's sports and just how incredible they are, athletes. And I like watching softball more than I do baseball.
Yeah.
It's just exciting. And I think places like this, like 643, the facilities, giving these athletes an opportunity to hone their craft, the high-level instruction we have in this area. We got a ton of high-level coaches that care. I mean, pretty much all the coaches sitting here right now. You talked about me at NFCA, but every NFCA class I seem to go to, you're sitting right next to me, and we're in the front row together, and one after another, and just, it's I guess as a coach, I've always had, in my profession, I was a trainer and law enforcement trainer for a long time, and I guess I always felt that I needed to be putting in the same work that I was asking the girls to put in, or in the profession, and if I'm going to ask them to put in days, then I think, and I think I'm not unique in that, I guess, is the reason why that's happening around here, right? It's, we've got some great organizations, Bullets, Glory, Shooting Stars, Rock Gold. I mean, we can keep naming them off, but
Tennessee Mojo.
absolutely.
I was like waiting for
Right.
that.
Make sure we got all.
Clearly, right? It's we have that around here, and the facilities, and I think it's just raising our game to a different level.
All right, a little bit of fun, ladies. Who on your team, who's driving of the four of you? You guys?
All four.
Oh, wait.
Licensed driver.
Who can drive
who's
without their
legally
mom in the
driving?
front seat?
All right, if somebody got a flat tire on the side of the road, who would you call to come help you and pick you up?
Jadalyn Ramirez.
Yeah.
Always driving, everywhere.
JJ, I don't think she could fix it, but she would definitely come pick you up.
Do you guys want to go to Chick-fil-A or tropical smoothie?
She'd be like, guys, I'll come get you. Let's go Chick-fil-A.
I'd say
Leave the
Allie,
car.
because I feel like in time of crisis, Allie would just be like, act like my dad, either yell at me or like actually get it done.
Allie who?
Allie Logan.
Yeah.
Or Natalie, because she'll come and be like,
She'd come lift the
"Okay,
car
what
and
do
be
you
like,
want?"
I'll give you a new tire.
Natalie will lift the car up and like just rip it out.
All right.
Natalie and then Allison Day will come in and like,
Okay, take this.
Allison would lift the car up
yeah.
while somebody changed the tires.
Unbelievable. So who's the leader? Coach is new. You guys tell me if you had to pick a leader, who's the Patriots leader?
I think
Who do you get behind?
Allie Logan.
Alice.
Last year, she was definitely like, for example, she took charge in planning senior night for all the seniors, and she showed like a lot of leadership while planning that. So I think she's going to be a really big leader on the team this year.
And she's also just like a great teammate to be around. She's always like, when she messes up a throw, she'll be like, oopsies. Like who saw that?
Is
Just
she a
laugh at
senior?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, she's senior this
So
year.
And
who's-
she's just good.
Who's going to plan her senior night? You guys got to blow it out for her
We
senior
got it.
night.
No,
don't
We
you?
got
have a
it.
big budget.
Let's go. We got
a big budget.
Coach Paul's money.
Well, my players don't
Coach
say
Paul will
that.
fund
And
that
everybody
too.
gets on me.
I could hear it, right? Like as
Yeah.
they were planning, it was like, I was like, they didn't even have to intimate. It was just like-
Will you have captains? Like, will you?
I think we'll probably talk about it as a team, but to be honest with you, so they're dead on. I mean, we've got Allie is what they didn't talk about is how athletic she is.
Yeah.
What a kind of a blessing as a coach to come in and pick up that immediately and see that. I mean, I had it last year, walked into Indy and had a couple, right? And Megan and Lauren and some of the players there, and then come here.
Marin Cook.
Yeah, absolutely. Marin, absolutely. Marin. And then come here and come to Patriot and have the same kind of blessing as a coach is fantastic. But I think we'll see, because so many of them contribute in their own ways. Not saying they're not frustrating sometimes, right? They're not, but
You are
but
teenage girls. by
They
the way.
are, right? Exactly. However, like they talked about Nat earlier. Nat's pretty quiet. Nat's that leader that just does by doing, right? And so the girls see her, like she comes into the weight room, sits down, and goes.
Yep.
But then we got Riley and Kira and Issa, who are just going to bring everybody up, right? If you're having you can't have a bad day around them, right? You just can't, right?
Like, we will bug you until
Right,
it's
right.
better.
Madison hits like somewhere in the middle, right? You know what I mean? Like I would count on Madison period. Like that's what I would say. I would count on Madison to be there to take care of business, and we've just got so many other girls that just come in and take care of it. And it's so we might have captains. I don't know. I guess we'll talk to the girls and see. But they honestly, so far, they've all been contributing so much. There's no. It's like they talked about, and you guys made fun of me when I was coming back from the convention this year and having to rent a U-Haul to bring equipment back. But
he looked like a homeless man pushing a cart.
I believe it.
Like the whole place
you.
is everybody's gone, and it's just like you look way over there, and you just see. Actually, he's pulling one and pushing one at the same time. Should we go help him?
I had like a shelter built up. You know what I mean? Of all my stuff.
No, it was so. I feel like everywhere he goes, he's just like, "Oh, we could use this." And, we could
that
use this,
wood, we could turn that into a squat rack.
I mean, you even went to the local hardwood store, right? And
we did. You know what? I'll give that shout out on here. We went to Lowe's, right? The guys' teams have lockers, and we did not.
Shout out Lowe's.
And we went to Lowe's, and I mean, you just got to ask. And they were fantastic. They spent time getting the right wood, making the cuts. The paint ladies got in on it. They went to town. The manager, and I'll tell you, the first one we talked to them, they said, "Oh, we'll give you a discount." And then I literally have a picture of 6 carts of material to build the lockers for these girls, and the parents came and helped it. As I'm leaving, the manager says, "Hey, why don't you load it up, coach?" So we start loading everything up. I come back in to pay, and when I come back in to pay, the Lowe's says, and this is Lowe's in Gainesville, and they say, "Hey, coach, it was a pleasure working with you. We're gonna come out to some games, but you're not paying for anything."
that's awesome.
wow.
Shout out
Yeah,
Lowe's.
shout
man.
out
That's
Lowe's.
awesome.
They
This
help us.
segment is sponsored by.
Thank you, Lowe's.
Thank you, Lowe's.
So you guys talked about culture, right? And just sitting here watching you guys interact with your coach and interact with each other, you can tell that you guys have a good culture. You really enjoy being around each other. What's the message to the incoming freshmen, right? What do you tell these young athletes coming in that are going to join the program?
Just
Talk
come
a lot.
Work. You need to work hard, and you can't get down on yourselves.
Just
If,
come
like-
in and
You got it.
sorry. Just come in and be yourself. Like, we are very sweet. I don't think Kieran would touch a fly, but like we're just like very loving and caring. If you make a mistake, we've all been there, we've all done that, and we're just here to uplift everybody and like bring back like the love for softball in our school.
That's awesome.
Wow, you guys you're a fun group. Can't wait to see what day. Paul, you got the schedule up. What day are we seeing you? It's in March, I think.
It is.
March
it is.
19th,
It
20th,
is.
something like that.
It's coming up.
Where?
And yeah, I can attest. You guys hit a couple of those home runs on us last year.
Yeah.
We're at Riverside.
Yeah.
We're at the wall, so hopefully we can bounce one off that wall.
Well, it'll be nice
That's
over
a
there. At
goal.
least you
Will
know
you add-
everything will be
will-
really nice.
The little blue circles.
Yeah.
We got a blue.
Only home kids get the blue circle.
We're gonna add our own. We're gonna add our own.
Yeah, we're putting a red
Gonna come
circle
back
up
at
there.
midnight.
You have to
and
sneak
make-
in.
They'll be catching us in the outfield.
We have cameras, by the way.
Yeah, don't forget where you're going into.
Cameras don't stop anyone.
But guys, it's been a pleasure. You guys have been super, super fun. We thank you so much for coming in, and
Thank you
all
for
the
having
best to the
us.
Pioneers. Awesome.
Yeah.
You guys
Good
have
luck,
a great
ladies.
team. It's going to be fun. Really.
Yeah, good
Thanks,
luck,
Coach.
Coach.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Thanks
much
so
for
much.
having us. Thank you.
I got my ticket for the long way. 2 bottle whiskey for the way. I'm not sure what life sounds we come me. And I'm leaving tomorrow. What do you say? When I'm gone, when I'm gone, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my hair. You're gonna miss me everywhere.
Yeah, drinking dope, turn me to a superhero. Yeah, hit that pill, turn me to a superhero.
All right. We are back for another episode of our TWIF podcast series with the High School Preview Media Day. And tonight we welcome the Knights of John Champe High School.
Yay! Welcome, guys.
All right. So who do we have with us tonight? Go ahead. Yes, Mom gets to roll first.
Yes,
You want me
this
to
is
do
good.
this? I'll
This
do
is
this.
good.
So I'm going to start us off. So we have the true leader behind Champ Softball with us this evening. We have Rosanna Yee,
Yes.
who is Champ's team mom.
First
and
team mom we've
as
had on the pod.
Clearly recognized as the Gatorade Team Mom of the Year of the state of Virginia. Everybody knows who Rosanna Yee is. Mrs. Yee, please introduce, or let them introduce themselves, I guess.
Okay, my name is Rosanna Yee. I work as the team mom for the Champe Lady Knights softball
How long have you been a
team.
team mom?
Let's see, since
The beginning.
Since the beginning.
I think you
Devin
were. I
picked
think
up a
you were.
ball.
Yeah, I don't know what team Aaron and Devin played on. I actually can't remember, but I think you were the team mom then.
Probably Little League,
It
yeah.
dates back a long time ago.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
Alright, cool.
talking fundraising. I'm talking fat head on Eric's office door. I'm
Wow.
talking like gear, everything that I
Yeah.
don't get. It's I am jealous.
I have a lot of help. I come up with crazy ideas, and I get a lot of help and people who entertain my crazy ideas.
Yeah, but there's a difference between having big ideas and then making those ideas come to fruition, and you make them come to fruition.
We
Yeah.
do our best.
Yeah.
Wow, awesome, fantastic.
All
We're
right.
lucky to have her.
Ladies, introduce yourselves.
I'm Natalie. I'm a senior, and I've been playing softball since I was 8.
And what positions do you play?
I play first for high school, and for travel I catch.
And you
Travel team.
Yeah, who do you play for with travel?
TVA 18U Brett Schenkel.
Excellent. Next.
My name is Ella. I'm a senior pitcher, and I'm on Virginia Glory Williamson.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, God, you hear that? Peanut gallery.
Yeah, we have some guests in the audience tonight.
How
Don't
long
let-
you been with Coach Susie?
I just joined this fall.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
We are
Awesome.
excited. We are super excited.
Well, I guess I
to
should have
see-
said Coach Kevin too. Huh?
Well, no, we are super
Yeah.
excited to have Ella in the circle and at the plate for us this summer.
Yeah, looking forward
very
to the
good.
summer for sure.
My name's Devin. I'm a senior. I'm a pitcher, middle infielder, and I'm also on Team Virginia Schenkel.
Excellent.
Very good.
Welcome again, ladies, to the podcast. So, what's it like to be a lady knight? What's it like there? What's the team culture? What's the vibe? What do you guys do to sort of, feel what it's like to be a lady knight? Describe it for us.
I would say it's just really fun. Like, we generally are just having fun on the field, and we can be ourselves. Like, we're all, like, friends off the field, too. And, like, we all just get along super well. We can joke around, even with our coaches, too, and no hard feelings. Yeah, I think it's just genuinely just really fun. And, like, I feel like that's just super important, like, for any team, really. It's just like you're having fun. And
What do you guys do to have fun?
I think our pregame routine is a really, like, big part of our like culture and stuff. Like, we love to play music, we love to like play games, get our hype circle. Yeah.
One thing I've noticed is obviously Lightridge is right down the street from Champe. I see these girls all the time, and to her point, they're together, right? I see them together. They're at Lightridge basketball games. They're at Champe basketball games.
Right.
A lot of the girls know each other, but the key piece is they're together. Those Champe softball girls are always together.
What's the makeup
Yeah.
of the team? Is it heavy in terms of upperclassmen, or do you have a mix of
A lot of upperclassmen.
Yeah,
for
this year
sure.
we have a lot of upperclassmen.
Okay. And obviously, you guys have been there from the beginning, the three of you.
Mm-hmm.
And we should probably mention Coach Garza. I don't know if we mentioned that earlier.
Well, I was
Garza.
going to say that last year, Coach Garza came in his first year with you guys, and there was a huge change, right? I mean, a huge culture change, a huge change in the program. So, yeah, speak to that a little bit with Eric coming in and the relationship you guys have built with Eric, because I said you guys are always together. But it's not unusual if I see Eric running around with you guys, too. I mean, I've seen you up here hitting together, doing stuff. So, yeah, speak to the relationship and what Eric's brought to the team when he came last year.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I think he really implemented the idea of family into our team when he came, and that really helped our team turn around after our sophomore season. And he's really big on, like, you guys win as a family, you lose as a family, we do everything. And that's kind of why we started hanging out together more, because he really implemented that culture into our brain. So I think that really helped our season last year.
Love it.
Yeah, that's really cool. It's special. You don't come across that every day, right? So especially as a senior, you got to sort of take stock in this season. What are you looking forward to doing this season that is sort of capsulizing, your senior season? What are the goals for this year?
Dominating our new district.
Yeah.
Wow. She
Love
said
that
dominating.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, the one thing, if you watched Champ last year, and I know a lot of it relied on Ella's health, but you guys were at your best at the end of the year,
Peaking.
right? Yeah, you were peaking at the right time, and when the playoffs hit, you guys really hit your stride. And that was probably a product of a new coach, and you guys had to build that culture and get yourselves heading in the right direction. But you really did it. You guys really.
How far did you
performed
guys
well.
go last year?
We went into region semis.
They won the district.
Yeah, we won our district championship.
Yeah, you guys went on a run really heavy at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, super exciting. Now, you mentioned the district. You know, you guys are moving.
Yes.
Kind of moving from 6. You kind of skipping, right? You're skipping me. You're skipping us. You're skipping Jimmy and I.
Yeah.
And yeah, skipping coach. So you're going down to 4, and you guys understand that that's now 2 districts, right? So do you know who you're in that side with?
It's like Woodgrove, Parkview, County,
Broad Run. I think
Broad Run and you guys. I think it's
Yes.
5 of you,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Okay. So think through that. Who are you excited to play? Who do you want? Who's like, oh man, I want to really jump on that.
Woodgrove. I feel like
You're quick to answer.
Yeah, we need to beat Woodgrove. Like, I think that's our team goal. Like, we've kind of already talked about that. Like, at our like preseason workouts and stuff, it's just like we want to beat Woodgrove.
And
That's
this is
the team to
just
beat.
from previous competition with them, or again because they're
Their
sort of at the
success, right?
pinnacle and their
Yeah.
success,
Yeah.
and you want to take them down.
Yeah, they're just an all-around good team. I think it's going to be just a good game. Yeah, exciting game.
That's
fun
great.
team to play.
That's great. Now you guys are all seniors, getting ready to graduate. What's next? We can start over here with Devin. After this, after you dominate your district and go farther than last year, hopefully, and beat Woodgrove. You play them once?
Twice.
Beat them twice. Where do you go from here? Have you committed to a college? Are you headed to college? What's up?
I have not committed to a college yet, so I'm not sure. But I plan to major in biology and kind of go into pharmacy. But I definitely want to keep like softball in my life and play club softball at whatever college I decide and keep coaching. And I don't want to like give it up completely.
Yeah, it's hard to let go, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll tell you what, the club programs up and down are really, fantastic. Yeah. And they're almost just as hectic as a regular schedule. They travel, they practice, they're getting on buses. So, well, good. So you narrowing down a couple of choices?
Yeah. I'm starting to narrow it down, but I'm still waiting on a few.
All right.
Got it.
Well, good luck with the process.
Thank you.
Ella, how about you? I think I know where you're headed, but why don't you tell everybody?
Yeah, I'll be going to play softball next year at the University of New Mexico.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. And how was that decision? Was it an easy one for you, or what was it that attracted you there?
I feel like it was a pretty easy decision. Honestly, when I got there, I love the West Coast. I love the mountains. I love all of that. The coaches are super awesome. The pitching coach is also the head coach, and her beliefs and things that she teaches, her pitchers kind of fall in line with what I do anyways.
Right.
So kind of going to the camps at this time last year, I kind of just really bonded with her because we were already on the same page and everything.
Nice.
Yeah, that's very cool. Well, good luck to you there.
And where's your health at this point? Where do we stand?
Yeah, so
because I ask you this every week.
I know. I just got off injury. I cracked my vertebrae. Yeah, I was out for almost 8 months.
Softball related injury?
Yes. I think it was just a combination of pitching, hitting, everything kind of just came together and just resulted in that horrible tragedy there.
But you're on the right track though.
Yes,
feeling good.
I'm almost 100% back.
Yeah,
I've been
you
pitching,
were hitting bombs off of me in the cage last week, so I know it's good. Yeah.
Yeah. You're a great pitcher coach, so it was a little difficult for me there, but I'm excited to finally be back. I miss softball so much. Being out just kind of made me realize how much I appreciate the game and everything, and just how much of an impact it has on my life. So.
Well, I don't know you, but I know you're in here all the time, so I'm sure you'll get back at it pretty quick.
For sure.
Yeah, and how about you, Natalie?
I don't know where I'm going to school yet, but I plan to go for project management. I'm not going for softball, but I'll probably end up playing club.
Okay.
Everybody's told me to play club because I'm going to miss softball so much.
Yeah. Looking in Virginia or?
I want to leave Virginia.
Okay. Everybody says that.
I haven't decided yet. There's a couple options. I'm still waiting to hear back from a couple schools.
Yeah. Okay. All those deadlines are starting to come up, right?
Yeah. It's nerve-wracking.
It is. Yeah.
And Rosanna, this is your youngest, yes?
Yes.
Yeah. So what's next for you? Empty nesting.
I've had some offers to pick up other people's kids.
You have a standing offer at Lightridge for whatever that you want to do.
I've had a couple offers asked to help out other teams. So since I'll be in the area and I love doing this, I'll probably
Listen
continue
to
to
this.
help
I've
out.
had a couple offers to help other teams. Like, you know any other moms that people are trying to recruit?
Get me out of here.
I see why. She is the best.
She is the best, man.
I'm trying to get Jimmy to make it better for me. More money.
There you go. Listen, we don't have Riverside money, but I can figure some things out. Okay.
Hey, we just had Patriot in here, and he's going on and on about the resources they've got.
So we're less than a month away. Sorry, girls. Rosanna, what do you got planned? You got some stuff coming up?
We do. We have a lot of team bonding events. The girls, like you mentioned earlier, they hang out together outside anyway. So we're just trying to put together a few things for the new girls who are coming on board, right, to get them into the group. So we have some events, fun events and volunteer events, right? Give back to the community.
Awesome.
That's very important.
Yeah.
And so we do have some things lined up, but I can't give away all my secrets.
Big
so
senior night plans.
Big senior
Good.
night, of course.
Very good.
Awesome.
Yeah, that'll be very fun.
So sad.
So I think I know the answer to this. Who's the leader of the team? Stuff's going down. Who you getting behind? Yeah, I was gonna say that. If you watch a Champ game, you could hear Ella from a mile away. Boy, she is doing her jams. She is singing her cheers and doing her thing, man.
Just a quick aside. Ella joined our travel team back in the fall, and she was sort of in the midst of her, recovery and her PT and all that kind of stuff. And I tell you what, when a player continues to come to practice religiously every single week and every single time, and if all she can do is sit on a bucket or all she can do is support her teammates, I mean, you got something special there.
Yeah.
So good on you for that.
Thank
and
you.
You're not just a special ball player, you're a special human being.
Thank
so
you,
we
Coach.
appreciate that.
I have a question for you three, and I wish I had asked this to some of the other teams, but I think it's cool to hear you guys speak about other athletes. Is there any other athletes in the region that you've competed against at other high schools that you admire their game, how they play? You may know them, you may not. You just watch them play, and you're like, man, that girl playing the right way.
Yeah. Me personally, in our district last year, I think Sammy Borreo, she's really good.
Very good.
She gave us she gave us really good competition last year.
Did you say that because Stevie was sitting 10 feet to your
No,
right?
no, not at all. I
Okay.
just remember when we played Osborne Park, it was always
super competitive.
It was honestly a pitcher's duel.
You got two ballers in the circle, man.
When we would just go back and forth with each other, it was always just a really good game. She gives us really good pitching, and she's also a great hitter as well. So
Yeah. What about you guys? What about you, Natalie and Devin?
I kind of agree with Ella, Sammy Borreo, because we always had to go in strong with a strong mentality. We always had talks about how we were going to approach the plate against her and what we were going to do to be able to, compete against her and hopefully pull out a win for the team. And at the end of the season, it worked. We came really strong. We were really confident, and we didn't go in as much as we need to win. We just kind of went to play, and it worked in our favor.
Let's just go compete, show up and compete.
Yeah.
Love it. What about you?
I think mine, they weren't in our district last year, but Woodgrove's pitcher, Abby Lane, this year.
She's a boss. Again,
her
Stevie's sitting right there.
That's enough with the Stevie team.
Yeah.
Hey, look, but it underscores something that we've talked about with some other teams as well. The competition in our area is unbelievable.
it is.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Every single night, you're going to face someone that's going to play at the Division I level that's in the circle, whether it's Ella or Abby, or Sammy, or you're in Broad Run, you're going to see Reagan, right? So you're going to see these. You have to prepare, and this competition is unbelievable, right? So you got to dial in.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
and it's fun, makes it fun, right?
So, any specific goals? District championship, is that the goal?
I mean, I say round 2. I don't know about you guys, but
Yeah.
Run it back.
Yeah.
States.
part 2. States for sure. I think we were so close last year.
Yeah.
That
We
loss
really-
hurt us, our team, so bad.
It was kind of
last
cool
year.
because you weren't really expected to be there, right? Early in the
Yeah.
year, it was like, oh, Champs, okay. And then you caught that fire, and it was like, oh, crap, we don't want to play Champ in the playoffs right now. You know what I mean? So that was a cool run you guys made.
Thank you.
Yeah. What do you guys do for fun? Forget softball for a sec. What are you doing? What are you doing outside of softball?
Our team does a lot of eating, if I'm being honest. Whenever we're like, what should we do? And it's always like, oh, I guess we'll get food again. We're always
go-to.
getting food. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about what else? Anything else you guys, even individually, that you're into other than outside of softball?
My family's really big on hockey. We go to a lot of hockey games,
Nice.
and I know I invite them to like all the time to my brother's hockey games because they're so good with him. He's in elementary school, and so we all just kind of hang out and watch hockey, and really any sporting events around we go to.
Awesome. And what kind of volunteer work are you guys doing?
Oh.
I don't want to let it out of the bag if it's something really cool, but what have you done in the past? What are some things you've done that it sounds like you do a lot to give back to the community? What are some of the things you guys have done?
Sure. Outside of softball, a lot of the girls do coaching for the younger age groups. And then right now we're working with a group called Upside Down Moments. They do, they work with kids who are in foster care, urgent needs, or if they're transitioning into a foster care situation, sorting clothes, donations and what have you. We're working with them
that's
right
awesome.
now.
Really cool. Ladies, what do you think of those opportunities? What is it about those types of opportunities that either continue to bond you as a team or help you as an individual sort of get perspective? What is it about those experiences?
I think for us, it's a good way to like also team bond while helping and not just like having fun. And it's also really eye-opening because we get to work with like the founders of the organizations and kind of see like how lucky we are for what we have, even though sometimes we're like, oh, like we can find ourselves being ungrateful. So it's really eye-opening and a change of perspective to be able to like work with other people who have a much harder situation kind of thing.
Yeah. Just like kind of touch on that too. Like I just think it also builds our own character and like I think we also just enjoy it too, not just like, oh, we're gonna go, we do volunteer work because we have to.
Yeah.
Right. Like not just to get the hours or any of that. Like we generally just do enjoy doing it and like helping out people in need and people in our community who aren't like as fortunate as us. So I think it's just, that's also like a part of our culture thing that's like really special.
So you got this great culture. You love to eat together.
Yep.
Do you have any crazy either team or individual superstitions?
Last year, a big thing was braiding our hair on the bus and putting glitter in our hair during playoffs.
Okay.
We didn't, if someone didn't do glitter, then they weren't allowed to do it
kicked
the
off
rest
the
of the
bus.
season. Yeah, so we were really big on glitter and doing like eye black on the bus. That was like a routine thing we did every single game.
What do you pigs eat before a game?
Serious.
Since you eat so much.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A.
The glitter in the hair like came from.
Oh, Trop?
Yeah, Trop.
Trop's what you guys have before
Trop is
every
good.
game?
The glitter from the hair came from what?
Oh, one of our teammates, her name is Victoria.
Okay.
She's
Shout out.
Taylor Swift obsessed.
And
that kind of came from like her like concerts. Like she did like the glitter in the hair in the concerts
yeah.
and like.
Now she's a Kansas City Chiefs fan.
Oh yeah, you know. But
I think Kevin would look good with glitter in his hair.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think we should
What do
do
you
that.
think you should do it this
Yeah,
year?
this
It would
summer.
look
Let's
very
do it.
special.
Also, a random postseason superstition we got were country accents. I don't know where it came from. Our team would just start talking in country accents during the postseason,
Who had
and
the
it worked.
best one?
I think Devin did, honestly. Like,
Go ahead, give it out.
she still talks in it like at
I
school.
don't even know where
Oh.
I'm supposed to like.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's great.
What about game day swag? What do you guys wear on game day? Do you guys dress up alike?
Yeah, we had like this one outfit. Like we're actually wearing the shirts right now. Like we would wear like this navy shirt and then gray shorts. We would all match. We didn't necessarily do the dress nice, like dresses, like formal attire to school. It was more like this and like the gray shorts to school.
You guys want to make fun of Coach Garza?
Yeah.
He wanted to call in, but I told him it was too difficult.
Oh my gosh.
So let's talk about him. How
Okay.
goofy he is.
Yeah. He is honestly the best.
Yeah, he really is. He knows when we get like stressed on the field and we get in our head. Like he knows how to always talk to us and make us happy, and he jokes around all the time. And I think that truly is what helps our team in every single game.
Yeah, so my daughter plays for Eric on the travel scene, and he's got a really good combination of being able to, talk you up, make you feel good about yourself, get in your ass when you needed it. Like he's not afraid to jump you if you need it.
For sure.
Right, but he'll pick you up and love you at the same time.
He's
Right?
the perfect mix of like a fun coach and making softball fun while still keeping us in line and keeping us disciplined. So I think that really helped like our team dynamic.
You guys have fun practices?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Tell me, give me the practice plan. What's it look like to make it fun?
Secret.
Yeah, for all
Kevin
you
is
guys
scouting.
watching, don't listen to this
We
part.
don't play Champ this year. So.
Unfortunately.
Did we do the who we circling on the?
No, not yet.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
let's
we
go.
did. Yeah. But practice is fun though.
Yeah. I think.
Well, no, she said Woodgrove.
Yeah, music blaring to practice.
100%. We have a playlist. We add to it all hours of the day, like every day of the year. We're always adding songs.
Your DJ's pretty good too. Maya's dad, Pradeep, is pretty good with the music.
Love him.
Yeah, he's a good DJ. They got a lot of good stuff going on over there. They do.
Oh, it's fun. You guys got a great facility, a great coach, great culture. You guys, it's really cool. It's really fun to see. But that culture has to continue. You guys are all seniors, right? So what is it that you're going to tell the incoming freshmen or the sophomores and say, hey, look, we're kind of on this path. We're rolling along. What is it that what advice can you give to them to say, hey, look, keep this thing rolling while we're gone? We want to come back in a year or two and keep seeing the success and the fun and the culture. What are you going to tell them?
I feel like they said that I lead the team, whatever. I feel like everybody has a part in the team hype. And it can't just be one person or two people. I feel like it has to be everybody. Everyone has to be on the same page. Everyone has to be loud. There's no shy person on John Champ softball dugout. We're always busting out the cheers and everything. I feel like just everyone, no matter how shy you are. I know Nat was really shy at the beginning of our high school career, but she's out of her shell now and all that. But I feel like we just you have to keep everyone accountable for everything, and everyone has to be a leader. You can't just assign that to one person or the captains or.
Right. Yeah. Y'all did some nicknames too, didn't you?
Oh, we do.
Yeah.
We have so many nicknames.
Okay. What are your three? What's your nicknames?
Well, ours aren't that interesting.
Yeah.
Who's got
what's
the most?
The best
who's
on
got
the
the
team?
best nickname on the team?
Whoa. Woe's good.
Woe's
good.
Woe and bruh. Victoria is bruh, because she's always bruh, coach, bruh, do I have to hit off the machine today?
And explain woe. I love that one.
Okay, woe is weird one.
Weird one.
Weird one. That's Sophia.
She's the best.
Yeah, she's so sweet.
They play with her and travel.
Yeah.
She
is.
You guys are fun. You guys are on the right track. You guys are obviously going to make big impacts, not just this year as seniors, but as you move forward and you guys make your other college decisions, it's going to be really neat to follow you guys. I'm glad we played. Watch out, district.
Yep.
Watch out, because these guys are ready to roll for you. Ladies, thanks so much for joining us today. And who was the big Taylor Swift fan?
Victoria Cotillius.
Oh my God.
I say I'm too late. Got nothing in my brain. That's what people say. That's what people say. I go on too many dates, but I can't make them stay. At least that's what people say. If you wanna run away with me, I know a galaxy and I can take you for a ride. I had a premonition that we fell into a rhythm where the music don't stop for life. Glitter in the sky, glitter in my eyes, shining just the way you like. If you're feeling like you need a little bit of company.
All right. Dua Lipa bringing us back to another edition of our high school softball preview media day. We are joined by the ladies from Kettle Run High School. Welcome.
Welcome, guys.
Welcome.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks for coming.
And we are joined by new head coach.
Brand new,
first-year head coach, Coach Rachel Ladia. Well, welcome to the program. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. Yep, Rachel Lottie here, and I'm going to let them introduce themselves. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Kara Skolman.
I'm Halliday Kelly Martins.
I'm Mandy Holmes.
And I'm Leah Tribble.
And
together you are. it seemed like it needed a little
like you guys are a band.
Yeah, right.
All girl
the
band.
law firm of. Right?
Yeah.
Ladies, do me a favor, scoot a little bit closer to the table for me.
Yeah, and roll back around there again, and just let us know for those that aren't going to see on the video here what year you are, what position you play, anything else that you want to share with the podcast world out there. Karis, we'll start with you.
I'm a senior, and I'm a shortstop outfielder.
Okay, senior.
I'm a junior, and I play outfield.
All right.
I'm a senior, and I play the corners.
And I'm a junior, and I play second base and catcher.
All right.
So
Very
seniors, for our two seniors, what are our plans? We have, this is the big year for you guys, right? So what are your plans post-graduation?
I'll be continuing my softball career at the University of Mary Washington.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Mandy?
And I am not continuing on with softball in college, but I'm applying to schools right now, and I've heard back. I've gotten accepted to a few, but no decisions yet.
Waiting it out, okay?
Nice.
Congratulations. I'm sure your
very
futures are very, very bright. So, cool.
Yeah. All right, Coach Claudia, you just got hired,
Yeah.
right? It was
Coming at you.
open for a while. Obviously, I know you. We've coached against each other on the field a lot. I know you know what you're doing. But what are you going to try to instill? Like, you're new. You haven't met a lot of the girls. Haven't spent a lot of time with them. So what's the plan?
Yeah, so I kind of came in when, like, the Green Day thing.
Yeah.
We don't really use that term, though. You know, I don't think in Fauquier County that's a thing.
Green
It's
Day's
just
not a
called-
thing?
Yeah, it's just
called off-season.
Because
It's called cheating in the off season.
No, definitely
No?
not cheating.
Oh.
I'm such a rule follower. Definitely not. Yeah, so we're just trying to learn each other. I think that's like the biggest thing right now. But you know, me right now, I'm more of an observer. Just trying to see like what it is that, you know, who they are, what they're about. Just like they're trying to do the same thing for me. And one of the biggest things for me is attitude and effort. So from day one, that's something I've already kind of established, and try to create that culture of a winning environment and of teammates that care about each other and pick each other up. And I've already seen that from day one. Because
awesome.
as soon as I got there and it was time to go, we immediately went 2 days a week, and we've been doing that since November-ish. Yeah.
And what is your background, Rachel, in terms of softball?
Sure. Yeah. So I played actually in Prince William County. I went to OP.
All right.
Graduated in 2008.
Position?
And was a shortstop. Okay. But in high school, I had to pitch. So I've been talking to some of them that don't really want to pitch, but that's kind of what happens when you're in high school and you might need some help.
Yeah.
So I pitched in high school, played shortstop, and then I got a scholarship to go play at George Mason.
Awesome.
Played shortstop all 4 years, started all 4 years there.
Go Patriots.
Yes, heck yeah, go Patriots. And what they're doing right now, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that's just like a whole other thing. I'm so excited to be a part of, you know, building that program. I went to Mason when going to a local school wasn't cool, right? So now it's a place that people want to be, and I'm very excited to see where that's going. After that, decided to start my family pretty young, and then softball kind of went on the back burner just a little bit, and then I was coaching with Coach Susie a little bit, and then kind of got myself back into it, and I don't know if or when I'll ever stop.
Awesome. Love to hear that.
Yeah.
Ladies, what's the off season? Coach mentioned you guys are going twice a week. What have you been doing? What have you been up to twice a week? What's the off season plan look like?
We've been getting into the weight room pretty consistently and working that, and then we've been working on some glove work, some basic things to get the girls who haven't been there as consistently into that rhythm and that pattern of doing that. And some girls who weren't working in the off season, it's good for them to get in there and start picking up that pattern so we can carry that over into the season.
Yeah, great. Awesome.
I think it's also been about getting together too, since we haven't been together for the winter, and bringing in new girls to the team has been really good, just to get more players, get together with old players. It's been really fun so far.
Is there anything that you guys communicated to Coach Ladia about something that you felt the program needed, you know, that was missing maybe previously, or something that you hope she instills in you guys moving forward?
I think just being consistent, and she's gotten that for us. She's gotten us on a consistent schedule and always being there for us, and that's been good.
Yeah, I know for sure that in the past we haven't had as much like consistency in the off season. We typically didn't really do anything in the off season, so I think this is already a good start to like get our team together before we actually start.
Yeah, that's really cool. So you got your schedule. You know who you're playing. So who's the big competition? Who you got circled on the schedule that you really
want to destroy?
Don't you
be
just want
shy.
to take
Yes.
down?
Come at it hard.
Obviously, we always want to be going for Fauquier. That's
Okay.
our
Yep.
county rival.
Yep.
Okay.
And most times, you know every single girl on that team just
Yeah.
for being from middle school and stuff.
What happened in that rivalry last year?
We won one, and they we split that
Split.
one.
Okay, so you're looking for the sweep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anybody else outside of the county that you really look at and say, man, we really want to crush them?
We've been put in a new region,
Yes.
so for me, I don't really know anyone that and their capability of as a team.
It's all pretty new this year.
Okay. Well,
What do you
fresh, clean slate. That's
Yeah,
good.
which is pretty exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you guys think is the strength of your team moving into the 24 season?
I think we have good togetherness. I think we all get along pretty well.
Yeah, it's pretty
for
fun on
sure.
the team. Yeah.
And I think a lot of us have played together for a while. Like, a lot of us have played on travel teams together, so I think we'll have good connection on the field.
Cool.
So you've got a lot of upperclassmen here at this table. What's the rest of the breakdown look like? You mentioned some new girls coming in. You got a young team, old team, kind of,
I'd say majority older girls.
Yeah, but I think we definitely have a lot of freshmen that I think are joining too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's a good mix.
Yeah, I think from like some of the meetings we had, I've seen like 4 or 5 freshmen, give or take, somewhere around there. So
Right.
I think we got a good mix. There's definitely a good established upper class set of girls, and then there is quite a bit of the sophomore and freshmen, which I see having a definite impact on the program immediately, which is really exciting.
Yeah. So what, how would you define the culture that you want to set? What is it that, you're coming in, what is it that you say, hey, these are the kind of key core competencies, or these are the things that we want to be every single time we take the field? What does that look like for you guys?
Number one, for me, and that I'll instill in any team that I coach, is to honor the game. It is the greatest game in the whole wide world, and everything we do either respects or disrespects that. And I definitely won't tolerate someone disrespecting the game in any shape or form. And then people, having good people and being good teammates, that's huge, because Karis can't do it all on her own. This is not a sport where it's a one-person game, and if we can't count on each other, then we're nothing. So definitely establishing, that team, like they said, togetherness is super, super important. And like I mentioned at the beginning, attitude and effort. Those are things we can control. All those things I said are things we can control, and you give those efforts on a team, and we start buying into that, and they start holding each other accountable, and they're the ones kind of running that part of the show. That's when special things happen.
Yeah.
And you started building your staff, right?
Oh yeah, yes we did. We added, we got 2 assistant coaches. They actually are super consistent as well. They've both been showing up to the weight room. We've got TJ and we've got Steve. TJ and Steve, they both come from travel ball backgrounds. And so we're super, super excited to have them. And we're still trying to figure out JV a little bit. I did talk to someone that did it last year. So I'm super excited potentially having her back. I think that's kind of the way we're going. And we plan on working with JV a lot. I want the program to build together, and I think that with me coming in new, it's going to be really important for me to set expectations from the top to the bottom. So we'll be doing a lot of stuff with JV, just so we can kind of build that as well, because I think that's super important.
TJ stems from that cornet coaching.
Yeah,
too,
any of
doesn't
you
he?
girls know TJ?
I don't think any of them knew him before.
TJ's the man. You guys are going to love
You're gonna like
TJ.
him.
Super
we're
engaged.
trying to break him out of his shell just a little bit.
It won't.
That's not
it'll
gonna
happen.
happen. That's not going to happen. No,
So
he's a good
speaking
dude.
of,
Yeah.
who is the team goofball?
Grizzly Hoskins.
Oh wow, love that.
All right, that was unanimous.
I love when it's unanimous.
So I've been here for how I would have said. That's what I would have said. Yeah.
And what about it makes her like? What about it? Like, what's the?
She just knows the perfect times to be funny. Like, it's just anytime you look at Risley, when we're not doing a drill, she's doing something goofy, and it makes everyone laugh.
Who's the emotional leader?
Emotional.
Like, who leads you guys? Who do you get behind
Like
when
that
a tough
passion.
time?
Yeah, like
who
the
brings
the
it?
fist pumping or the bat flipping or all that kind of good stuff.
The let's go girl.
Yeah, who's the hype man? Who's the hype?
Yeah, the hype
Probably
man. That's a
Leah.
good one.
Leah brings the hype.
Yeah?
I actually got that sense.
Yeah.
I get that sense.
I would again, not really knowing much, I would have guessed Leah as well.
Yeah.
Are you shooting arrows when you hit a double from second base, or like what's the?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
What does that mean, by the way?
I don't know, but I
get it.
love it.
I don't know. It just looks cool. I don't know what it means.
Or like the horns on the helmet, or
I don't-
I don't know.
You
Well,
can't
I
do
get the
guns in like
horns, but-
20-ish, right?
Yeah.
So they went with arrows, I guess. I don't know.
You can't shoot guns.
No, you can't do fake
a
guns.
really
That's not a thing.
Yeah.
Pew, pew, pew.
Do you guys have like any celebratory sort of things, like when you hit a home run, you run up and see her when she comes home and you fall down like she's a bowling ball or something like that? No, nothing crazy like that.
What about any traditions or anything that you guys do, weird stuff to kind of keep you together? Anything like that? Do you have like
superstitions before a game?
I mean, there's like the generic, you don't step on the white line, you don't do like
Yeah.
certain
Yeah,
things,
right.
Yeah,
but-
I still don't do that. I could run across like a just like a little league park that it was completely. I would jump over the
Same-
the first
same
base.
here.
Yeah.
How about pregame music? Hype music?
I mean, we get a little country going on there.
Yeah.
Country,
From
okay.
Kettle
That makes
Run,
sense.
Now, are you individual headphones, or are you like team on the bus, like jamming?
Oh, team on the bus for sure.
Okay.
We definitely have a speaker.
I was gonna
Okay.
say, do you have a speaker for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Do you
Who's
guys
got the
ride with the
speaker?
baseball team? Do you guys have to do that out in
No.
your county? No.
Who's got the speaker?
Alexa?
Yeah.
Alexa
Okay,
knows.
so I haven't seen a speaker.
Oh,
in
that's
the
a
weight room
that's
yet,
a
but,
that's kind of a dagger of a name, isn't it, Alexa?
Alexa.
Yeah. Does she always, say, I don't understand that question, or something? Ask her to turn on the turn on the oven. Yeah.
Microwave.
Yeah, right.
So what advice are you older girls giving the younger girls, the incoming freshmen?
I just think high school ball is a lot more of having fun, and getting to have a new environment as softball and just get to learn different teaching techniques from coaches. So I just think you have to be open-minded and just want to have fun.
Yeah, I've been trying to get a lot of girls to come out and just try it because it's new this year. It's not the same, so they need to come with an open mind and just see how different it is, and if they want to stay, which they will.
Yeah. So which one of you is going to be the pitcher?
Not the actual pitcher.
Not for real.
No.
You're just kind of
we're just messing around.
fill in as necessary.
In the background.
You got some young pitchers.
Throw
coming
some
in.
BP.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, we do. We're really excited about, like I said, our freshman class that came in. We've got some pretty good girls
Pretty
that
solid,
are going to impact right away.
Great.
Did the four of you play travel? I don't know that we went down there. Yeah, everybody's shaking their head. I don't think we've asked this question before, but you just sort of mentioned something that made me think about it. What is like the biggest difference between travel and high school? Like, is one more fun than the other, or harder than the other? Like, are there major differences, or is it pretty much the same to you?
I'd say it's pretty different. I'd say there's a different level of intensity that comes with travel. Like, you can bring fun to both spaces, but travel, you're playing with girls who do this as like what they do. Like, high school is more of just a school sport, and travel is like something they do with their lives every day. So there's a different type.
A little
of
less intense.
Yeah.
I think it's also a little different because you have you're playing for your school, and there's
Right.
more of that school
The pride.
spirit, especially when you're playing against your other county schools and your rivals.
Yeah.
Yeah, high school we always see each other. So I mean, during the day, walking in school, we always see each other. But soon, every day after school, we're gonna be there for more than an hour each day. So it'll be fun.
Right.
I also think the game is different because in travel ball, you're not playing 7 innings. So, it's a lot harder in travel ball. You got to be scoring in that first inning or second inning, when in high school you have more opportunities to put points up.
Yeah.
For those of you that may not watch the YouTube version of this, may just listen to it, you guys have a special logo on the sleeve of your shirts. Who wants to describe a little bit about that and what's making that special?
I'll talk about it. So it's an organization called Morgan's Message at our high school, and it's at a bunch of different schools. It's a massive organization. And it really promotes student athletes' mental health. And it started out of our high school. This lacrosse player, Morgan Rogers, committed suicide when she was playing at Duke. And a lot of the Rogers. Yeah. It's just something that really Kettle Run prides themselves on making sure we're checking in on our students who are playing sports to just make sure they're okay.
Is that something that you guys do as players, or is administration involved in that, or coaches or anything, or is that just something that you do, collectively as a team?
I'd say it's both. A lot of the our teachers at school that are also coaches, they're very good at making sure you're doing well as just a person.
Yeah. Do all of the teams wear the logo?
Yeah.
Participate in the program?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
My daughter's college does it.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, it's a fantastic program, and you have fundraisers surrounding it. You've got obviously awareness surrounding it, and a lot of communication. So congrats to you guys for doing that. That's a super thing that you're advocating for with your fellow student athletes. Really cool.
So that brings you into real life a little bit. So how do you guys balance real life with academics and athletics and all that stuff? How do you guys personally balance that act?
There's definitely things I have to sacrifice, time, to hang out with my friends and stuff. But I know it's all worth it to get what I need to get done, and then save some time for fun stuff later. So
I think for me, I know that if I make a mistake or something, it's not the end of the world. You can always just move on and put it behind you and try to do better in the future. So I try not to dwell on any things that go wrong in softball, and I try to keep that separate and just focus on getting better and doing better with everything in my life in the future.
That's great.
Those are both messages that young athletes, younger your freshmen, right, need to hear from your upper class leaders. So, I'm sure you guys are doing that and helping the younger folks, but, keep doing those messages, because those things are really important for, incoming freshmen. They weren't They weren't in high school just a few months ago, right? And they're probably scared out of their wits about trying out in a couple of weeks. So, keep going at it. That's a pretty cool thing.
So, at 643, we like to celebrate the female athlete, right, and all of the things you guys are accomplishing. So, do you ever look across the field and see another athlete at another school on another travel team that you just admire and you think they do an awesome job and you like the way they handle themselves and you like their game?
I see
No?
a couple of head nods. I see some head
It's
shaking.
okay to give props to another athlete. Champ, yeah.
I mean, I see some of my friends that I've played with, and I see them, excelling on their other team, and it's hard because I'm on the rival team. But I always feel good for them, and I'm glad that they're having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone in particular you want to point out? You want to give a shout out to from another squad?
I can't think of anyone individually right now.
Not giving love out
Think
to
about
anybody
it.
outside of Kettle
There's
Run.
too many.
What about just like, the stud pitcher in the district or whatever? Did you do a realignment? I can never. They all merged together, so I don't know. They've been realigned.
Well,
also?
this is Fauquier County, so this is a little bit
We're
of
just
a
in a whole different
world.
Yeah.
But
They lost a very good pitcher last year.
You guys
Two
did?
very
They
good
did.
pitchers.
Two very
You
good
guys
pitchers
did.
last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why now you guys have to convert to pitchers. Is that where this stems from? I see.
Throw some extra BP.
Yeah.
So, what do you do for fun outside of softball? What's it like to be, a Kettle Run high school student and that you're doing, not softball related?
Karis does line dancing, if you guys didn't know.
Really?
I do go line dancing.
Is that why there's country music playing all the time? Would you like? We're on video right now. Would you like
stand
to?
up and give us a
It's
little-
okay. It's okay.
We could
That'd be
take you.
good.
We could take you out with some country music if you'd like to do a little. Yeah.
It's all right.
What else? What do you guys do for fun?
I love going to the other sports games, especially like hockey right now. Football was really big. I've tried to go to like some of the boys' basketball games and stuff like that.
Is school spirit a pretty big thing at Kettle Run?
I'd say it's getting better. I think COVID kind of took it down a little bit, but I think our spirit's definitely getting better.
Awesome. Yeah, that's really cool.
Let's go down the list. Favorite emoji.
Oh, shoot.
We'll come back. Mandy, what's yours?
Favorite emoji.
I'd say my most used one is like the crying, laughing.
Oh my gosh, you use that one all the time.
The one that's on the diagonal, or the one
No,
that's
just
straight?
like crying.
Straight crying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But from happiness or sadness?
From like funniness.
Laughing,
Yeah.
crying.
Like you're just crying that
because
hard.
you're laughing so hard.
It's funnier
That's a
than
good
the
one
funny
to
one.
use.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Holiday?
Hopefully it doesn't get taken out of context. But that's
I would say like the tongue with the money symbol. I like that one.
I like that one.
puking money.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, I wish.
Okay. Karis?
I don't know. I'd probably I use the one where it's like all the little hearts while he's like blushing. I use that one all the
Just with the
time.
little hands. Okay, we're back to you, Leah.
Coach? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Leah.
I like the hand heart one.
Oh, I use that one all the time too.
Yeah. All right,
seen that
Coach.
Mine, because I've got 3 kids and my life is crazy, is
Yes.
like the one with the face that's got like its lips going the different
Oh my gosh, yes, I use that one
One
too.
big eye, one little eye. That one.
Yeah, that's me.
That's funny. And what's your go-to pregame meal?
An apple.
Oh my god. That was skinny of you to say.
That does not speak for the rest of
Yeah,
us.
no.
That
Normally
keeps
it's
you
like
nourished?
Chipotle.
That keeps you nourished at all?
Just like a quick apple.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I feel like
Peanut
it's light
butter?
enough.
Just apple.
Sometimes Nutella. I'm not a big peanut butter girl, but.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Home games, a lot of times we run out to Chipotle or Chick-fil-A because they're pretty close to us. Maybe Subway.
Okay.
Okay.
I probably shouldn't say, but I like a little candy before the game. Something sweet.
That's okay, because we had one young lady that said her pregame meal was a Monster Energy drink and a box of Pop Rocks.
Oh my gosh.
So you're okay
So
with a
she's
little bit of
insane.
candy. Yeah.
Look at you going.
Karis?
Yeah, we would definitely hit up Chipotle, tropical smoothie. We'd just change up whatever's in Warrenton and we're feeling like.
Whatever you can get to quickly.
Yeah.
And what about like superstitions? Anything that the team has to do before a game, during a game?
I wouldn't
Cleats,
say
clothes? No? Individual superstitions?
I think I give everyone a high five before we go out there. When
Always.
everyone's running out, always give a high five, and when they come back in, always high fives.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a certain after our warm-ups, after before the game, we all get in a line and all do up and down high fives. But that's pretty normal.
That is pretty normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's good not to have superstitions. You don't need them.
Yeah.
They don't mean anything.
No.
Yeah,
All right,
you
last
can-
question.
As long as you're not wearing the same
It's
underwear.
cool to
all
like
the time.
let things like that organically happen too.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
whatever you guys did before might not be what happens this year. You just
Yeah.
gotta let that stuff happen.
All right, last question. I want one word that describes your softball game and one word that describes your coaching style. We'll start down here and go
Wow.
on to the end.
Oh,
It's a thinker.
energetic.
Energetic, love it.
I like it.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, that
We'll
was a
come
tough-
back.
That was a tough
I
one.
went too hard on that one?
Yeah, you
No,
got
no,
me
no.
stumped.
Needed like a
That was a good
You need
one.
a, yeah.
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 I'd say I'm pretty enthusiastic about the game.
Energetic.
Enthusiastic.
I
Enthusiastic.
think my word would be aggressive.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Nice.
I like it.
Yeah.
Mine's passionate.
Ooh,
I like
another
that.
good
one.
one.
I love that one. Yeah.
Back to you,
Mandy.
Mandy.
Back to you,
Figured it
Mandy.
out?
I think I'd say maybe like optimistic. Like I always.
See, you knew you could come up with a good one,
She
right?
said, "Give me a second."
Well, we absolutely have loved having you guys. You guys are a fun group, and this is.
Okay.
Can you line dance to this?
No, it's too slow of a line.
This is
dance.
the second best. This is the number 2 ranked version. The original version is
You guys
better.
are too young to even know that there was an original.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes. Good for you.
Well, thanks so much. Thanks so much, ladies, for coming in. The Cougars of Kettle Run High School have a great season, all right?
Good
Take care,
luck,
guys. Good luck.
Thank you.
You got a fast car, and I got a plan to get us out of here. Been working at the Open up the champagne, pop. It's my house, come on, turn it up. Hear a knock on the door and the night begins. Cause we done this before, so you come on in. Make yourself at my home, tell me where you been. Pour yourself something cold, baby, cheers to this. Sometimes you gotta stay in, and you know where I live. Yeah, you know what we is. Sometimes you gotta stay in. Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't
All right. Welcome to another episode of our TWIF podcast where we're highlighting local area high schools in a season preview media day. We are joined by the Vikings from Woodbridge High School.
Welcome, ladies.
Welcome, my guys. Very exciting stuff.
You get your
here.
official
there it is.
applause track.
Applause.
Yeah. And we're joined by the head coach, Nicole Belk. Nicole, welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Thank you for having
Welcome,
us.
welcome.
Absolutely, absolutely. Tell us who you brought with you this evening.
So I brought three four-year starters on the varsity softball team. So,
Ladies, introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Haley Johnson, of course, senior. I play third base, and I'm coming back to pitch this year.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Hey everyone, my name is Jada Holt. I'm a senior middle infielder and outfielder, and I play for VA Glory National Mertz.
Okay.
Hi everybody, I'm Kylie Barbier. I'm a senior. I mainly play outfield, mainly center, but utility.
Okay. Utility.
Wherever coach needs you.
Exactly.
And you guys have been here for the duration with Coach Nicole?
Yes, we have.
All right. Lucky
Awesome.
you guys.
Coach, how long have you been there?
That's what I was just
6
gonna
years.
ask.
Yeah.
6 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And have had a lot of success.
Yeah.
I see, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're a very, very heavy senior class this year.
Okay.
We could almost put all seniors out on the field this year as a starting team. So
Does that mean big expectations?
absolutely.
Yeah.
We only graduated 2 seniors last year.
Okay.
So pretty
And
much
coming off a pretty big year, right? You guys had a good year.
Yeah, back-to-back good years, actually,
Yeah.
that obviously all 3 of them got to be a part of. Haley's junior year, she was still out from
Yeah.
her ACL tear, but yeah.
Now, how are you healing up, Haley? I know you dealt with some injuries there for a bit.
Yes, it was sophomore year was when I had tore my ACL.
Yeah.
And junior year was when it was my first time being back on the field, but only playing third because I tore it pitching.
Yeah.
So right now I have a slight MCL sprain, slight meniscus sprain right now. So I'm getting better right now, doing exercises every day, going to physical therapy. So
Hopefully you'll be out there for the start.
I will.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
That's what we care to hear.
No hesitation.
That's
All
awesome.
in for day one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, very nice.
So you guys, so being senior heavy, or upperclassmen heavy. What's the leadership look like? Who do you guys share leadership responsibilities, or who's the go-to person or people on the senior team?
Are we looking at them?
We all kind of looked over. Kylie is a returning captain this year, so I mean, I would kind of say Kylie just steps up and kind of throws herself into it without needing a title. But for the most part, all of them are leaders. So I think, you know, they all look to each other regardless. Anyways, they're all teammates. So and I think they've always done a pretty good job. Even when they were freshmen, they stepped into the role immediately. We were obviously very heavy freshman class as well. Their freshman class, we almost had like 38 freshmen that year.
Wow.
So yeah, it was very, very huge. That was also one of the first years we implemented JV back in very heavy. So, but yeah, I mean, these three right here definitely are leaders that the girls seem to really follow them. So yeah.
Well, you all seem very businesslike. I've only met you for about 5 minutes here, but you seem very focused and very businesslike. Like you've got something to go out and prove this year. Is that sort of a culture you've kind of cultivated over the years? Just this sort of confidence? I mean, I can just see it all sitting up very straight, you know, like very sort of focused.
They definitely know to be eccentric is exactly what we want, but they've always been very professional. But we're very, very big on family. Definitely, we always implement, even in the off season. They bring in the new kids right away, trying to implement family. But for the most part, you're looking at three very professional young ladies. So,
yeah. What's the team goal? What would you guys say without the risk of being arrogant? You know, what do you guys want to accomplish this year? What's the goal?
Have fun. It's our last
that's a great
year.
answer.
Just to have fun.
Having fun, and I think a high goal is
I'm
to
gonna
win districts.
Go off and say I want to win this year.
Well, listen, you wouldn't be the only team that said we're going to win the district this year. I mean, girls have said it. So if you believe it, put it in the atmosphere, man.
They want a three-peat.
Who is the competition? Who do you have to get past?
Ourselves.
Yeah, ourselves. I like that one. Yeah. It seems like every year it's Colgan and definitely ourselves. I mean, it's always one of those things we know. We play Colgan early in the year every year, and it's always that thing that we like in the off season, right when we're starting. I'm like, this is who we pulled as our first few games. Let's go get it.
Yeah.
Now, where are they on the schedule this year?
They're our first game.
And do you girls know a lot of their players and stuff? Like a lot of the girls on their team? Yeah. So
we pulled a great start off. So Brentsville's our first scrimmage, and then we pull Patriot OP right into Colgan.
Wow.
So we pulled something for the first time in many years. I've always wanted that tough of a schedule, and for their senior year, we got it.
And
so.
I mean, looking at last year's schedule, you probably want a little piece of OP, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because that was a close game at the end of the year last year.
We won it again. Yeah. Yeah.
And even with Colgan, I mean, how many games did we play? We played Colgan 4 times.
Three
last
time. 2 regular, and then going into the district championship.
I feel like we played Colgan at least.
We play them. We just see them so much.
Right.
It's just like
it's like, oh, hey.
Well, the cool thing is
no
Kevin,
surprise, right?
Yeah, Kevin talks about it all the time. Is how competitive it is around here, and you guys are very good, and you got all these tough games on your schedule, man. And not a lot of high schools areas can say that.
Yeah.
You know how competitive it is. You guys can actually get better as players playing high school because it is that competitive, right?
Yeah.
You go around the country, it's really not like that, with other areas around. It's here every night you're seeing somebody that's great in the circle or got a huge bat or whatever, and the competition's really something special, right?
As much as we don't love the drive, I mean, we've gone out to the Loudon schools to try to get some good competitions when Westside doesn't really want to play us. Yeah. So it's like finally this year Westside's like, all right, let's play them early in the season.
Yeah,
so
we had you a couple years back.
Yeah. And I mean, we got a little. It was something we weren't quite. I'd say we played you guys in the freezing cold.
Yeah, it was nasty.
I mean, we hadn't seen competition like that. And if we wanted to go further, I mean, when we played you guys, that's the year we ended up going into first rounds of states.
Yep.
We played a very heavy schedule, but that's our goal, play a heavy schedule to get us prepared for what comes at the end of the season. So.
Yeah, there's something to be said about playing that tough schedule, and there's nothing you haven't seen later in the year, right?
Right.
Yeah. So you've got Colgan circled on your schedule. Presumably they have you also circled, I'm guessing.
Oh yeah. It's always a fun environment playing against each other.
Now you don't play the Loudon team. That's not like
that would be an out of conference.
Not regular season stuff, or is that okay?
No, we just reached out looking for some games, and I'm not afraid to look out that direction.
Why is Stevie pointing at himself?
He wants to play us so bad.
It's like games over here.
Wait, you want in the Indy with Indy?
Oh, I know.
Oh, okay.
Andy don't want no piece of the Vikings.
It would be weird to see Vikings versus Vikings though, because out there, the Loudon Valley, they're the same color scheme.
I know.
So.
Yeah. The logos.
yeah.
You have to predetermine who wears white or who wears green, right? Yeah.
So who's what's the strength of the team this year? I mean, obviously you guys are old, you're experienced. Is the strength in the circle? Is it at bat, defensively, your depth? What do you guys think the strength of the squad is this year?
I would say it's definitely on defense.
Yeah.
I think we've
Definitely.
always had like great hitters, but as a team, we can sometimes like have a great game together and then have like a okay game together. But overall, I'd say we've always been strong on defense ever since my freshman year.
I think one thing definitely this year that we will struggle with is pitching, just because with Jerry out, and I mean Haley can't pitch every game, so I think trying to find that other pitcher, somebody that can even fill that spot. I think
Anytime
is
you
what
use
we're
a
gonna struggle
D1
with.
commit pitcher, right? I mean, that's a hole, a void you're gonna have to fill.
Exactly.
You know?
I mean, you're having 3 games in a week. I mean, you can't use the same pitcher for every game.
Yeah.
So
Some do.
Yes.
yeah,
Some do. What do you guys do for fun outside of softball? What's it like to be a Viking, and what's the fun stuff outside of school and softball?
I would say we're pretty weird. We're a pretty weird team. We definitely like to do like karaoke stuff. We dance in parking lots. We spend a lot of time together, but most of the time we always get food right after the games.
That is a
It's
common
mostly
theme. I'll
Chick-fil-A.
tell you what. The
What,
food.
what's on the menu?
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A,
Every week, we always go to the
Chipotle.
same shopping center, and we just pick a different thing.
And you're
so
not
we're
you're
sta-
not sick of Chick-fil-A?
Well, that's what I was going to say. We're starting to hear the girls say, you know what, no more Chick-fil-A. Trop, we hear that a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
Drop's good.
Okay.
There's a
Chipotle.
shopping center near our house or near
Yeah,
the
it's
school
got
that
everything.
They go and hang out in the
Subway,
shopping
yeah.
center.
Right.
Yeah.
You need to be well nourished.
So we've seen Coach Nicole in here. Obviously, she's one of our most popular trainers at 6'4" and has been here for a long time.
More popular than Stevie, I should.
By far. That's by far.
Voted, I think.
Voted most popular?
Yeah, voted
Yeah.
most popular. Yeah, voted most popular. Yeah.
Stevie's 3 years running in Stevie's mind.
Yeah.
So, gosh, now I lost my train of thought. What was I talking about?
How great Nicole is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, So how great Nicole is, right? Then Stevie tried to take all the thunder. But what's a Coach Bell practice look like? I mean, is there music playing, a ton of energy? Like what's it look like?
We mostly have fun during the practice times outside, even indoor. We play music on the speakers, and we try to have a good environment for the newcomers coming up, freshmen, even 8th graders who are coming to the JV team. Just trying to make it a family instead of being
Work.
separate all the time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I do
And
have,
go ahead.
sorry. I was gonna say she is very big on energy.
Oh, yeah.
And
Very.
bringing a good having a good environment, like she said, for the newcomers, and always hyping each other up. You know, you make a good play, good throw, or just putting it out there, saying, good job.
And we have a new baby Viking.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
Aw.
Baby Pepe.
Yeah.
They made a uniform for her and everything. And she fits into it now.
Oh, that's so
so
cool.
That's awesome.
You bringing her to the practices or anything like that yet?
Yeah, I mean, so obviously I'm a first-time mom, and it's a complete
Congratulations.
different life. But I also have to put a little shout out there because I'm a breastfeeding first-time mom. So it's going to be a little bit of an interesting season, but I'm like, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this, and I mean, it's awesome that women can. I mean, there are women out there doing what I'm doing, but more. And I'm like, it's gonna be a different environment. But I'm like, she better be a softball player.
Shout out to the It Takes a Village program.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
Well, now she got 13 big sisters, so she probably will.
That's awesome. You guys just take turns, holding
Holding
and
her
Every so often.
Which they already have started that, so it's been nice.
That's
So
awesome.
you got a great team culture. That's
Pass it to
clear.
Kevin.
You love to eat together. You have a lot of fun, a lot of energy. Any crazy team superstitions? No. Personal superstitions.
Oh, yeah.
Personal.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Go ahead. What are,
Personally.
go.
Just the way I dress and going to practice, making sure that everything is in order, make sure it's left sock, right sock.
Wow.
Even
This is true
wrapping my
superstitions.
wrist and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Make
Yeah.
sure
Well, that's
I
a very
have
much a
bubbles
pitcher
in my
thing.
hair.
The bubbles.
Oh, the
Yeah.
bubbles.
And what's the
Gotta have
feel?
bubbles.
Like if you can't get it right, are you just sitting in there redoing it and
Yes.
just yeah?
Yes.
even with my hair, like I have sunflowers in my hair in each bubble because sunflowers is a really big thing for me.
Yeah.
So that's another big superstition.
I will say her cubby. She every year is like, please don't make me repaint my cubby. So one of the awesome things that we do is when season starts, we let them decorate their cubbies in the dugout, and Haley's always every year, can I please just keep my cubby the way it is?
I have my siblings' initials in my cubby along with my parents, so that's,
She doesn't have to redo it.
Yeah, I really don't. So it's my
has it been
family.
the same the whole time?
Yes, all 4 years
Very
since we
good.
started.
Very good. How about you, ladies? Anything?
I don't think so. I mean, I know for like warm-ups, I mean, for the, what was it, My House?
Yeah,
I mean,
for the
we
song.
always
That has
jam
to be
out
the
to
first
that. And
song.
then Sweet Caroline.
Okay.
That's a
Neil
big
Diamond.
one.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's a big one.
It's
Our
always
fifth inning.
Fifth inning.
Yeah,
Fifth
always
inning,
fifth inning.
you know.
So this really isn't a superstition, I suppose. And I'll
Tradition.
bet-
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say
well,
tradition.
where I was going to go with this, and Haley, and I think a lot of pitchers would do this, but the routine. So, like, is there something that you do when you get in the box or when you run out to your position? Haley, I'm sure you do the same routine in the circle every single time. Do you guys have anything like that? Initials on the ground or no? Nothing like that?
I sign my nickname whenever I go up to bat.
Okay.
And then I do a circle with a 33 underneath.
And are you
Okay.
going to share the nickname with the crowd?
It's Boo. I've been called Haley
Hey,
Boo
how
for
about that?
years.
Yeah.
Even Stevie
Stevie
looks
knows.
up. He knows. So
Haley Boo.
Oh, there you go. Now everybody's going to be calling you Boo when they see
Yeah.
you in here
it's
next
okay.
time.
It's been happening for 14.
You guys have
14
nicknames?
years.
Yeah.
You have nicknames?
Besides Boo?
Yeah, the whole
Barbie.
team calls me Jada Wada.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
an ongoing
We
thing. It's
have
a
a
cheer.
cheer.
Yeah.
Okay, will you do the cheer? Go ahead.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Oh, gosh.
No, please. I can't participate in my own cheer. So.
Kylie, do you want to do it?
Come on, Kylie.
Oh gosh.
Ready?
All right. Wait. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna make sure
Ready?
we're tight. Right.
1, 2, 3. J-A-D-A, J-A-D-A, Jada.
There's even like hand motions.
Yeah. Get into it. I mean, it's
Yeah.
all about the energy.
Yeah.
I think mine Barbie, because my
Barbie.
last name's
Yeah.
Barbier, and it's exactly like Barbie with an R at the end.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we have a
okay.
whole
So
chant
every
for
time I
that,
go up
too.
to the plate, they always sing the Barbie song. So
Okay,
There's
good.
a Barbie song?
Have you seen the movie?
Let's go Barbie.
have.
And-
And that's
That
yep,
song?
that's what they do.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's a Barbie song.
Really?
But it was before the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It was like the older version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But every time I go up to bat.
All right,
so
so
uncool.
I like to ask this question. Other players outside of Woodbridge softball, right, around the region, 6'4", just you've competed against. Any other players around that you guys admire, that you like their game, you watch them play, and you say, man,
Dorsey.
I like that.
Dorsey.
Dorsey Gross?
Yeah.
Dorsey is a
Yeah.
good player. She's
She's
just walked
here?
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a,
All right,
Oh,
shout
that's
out
great.
Dorsey. Anybody else?
let's see.
Should I go get her?
There was a couple like former players that I know. I mean, Janelle Day.
I was about to say Janelle. She was
Janelle.
great.
Yeah. Where's she play?
She's at
Campbell.
Campbell right now.
So
Where? What high school?
she used to go to
Forest
Forest
Park.
Oh, okay.
So
Cool.
she was another big one.
I'm trying to think. It's been so long, like since freshman year.
I mean,
Yeah.
outside of us. I mean,
Of
I'm just kidding.
And this
course.
stumped him in the last one. Give me one word that describes your softball game, and then one word that describes you as a coach. We'll start right here.
Oh gosh.
Oh, Lord.
That's what they said, but then they came up with some awesome ones.
It's a
They
tough
really
question.
did. It is tough, but
Jimmy,
I like it.
Jimmy's hard hitting. I'll tell you what. I'm giving you. I'm you know.
Giving you time.
Yeah, giving you some time
I
here.
think for me, I'd say like to describe my game, I'd say swag. That's
Oh,
definitely.
okay. I like
And
that.
to describe coach, I would say innovative.
Nice.
Something
Wow.
different
You
every
gotta
day.
like that one.
Jada.
Yeah.
I like the
good.
brains.
Yeah, good. That's
Got
gonna
it,
be tough to beat.
All right, Haley.
To describe my gameplay, I would say
Detail oriented.
inspiring.
Ooh.
Good one.
To describe Coach Nicole, I can't think of anything. They're all so good.
Yeah. You are good at the stumping questions.
I
there,
am
Jen.
sorry.
Kyle,
I
do you
just-
want
I
to
shut the
give her a
podcast
lifeline?
down
right
You want to
away.
give her a lifeline and save her a little bit?
Jada?
For what coach?
Yeah,
or-
Jada's good with those.
Go ahead, Jada.
She's good with
Let me
words.
think. Let me think.
Can I use humble for mine?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
of
It's
course.
your word.
I would say for me, I would probably say humble or definitely competitive. I'm huge on. I mean, I play volleyball in school and shoot, now basketball.
Oh, yeah, and volleyball.
Three-sport athlete.
You're right. And my biggest thing, I'm staying humble. I mean, volleyball, you talk all this through the net, and then next thing you know, the girl's putting it right back in your face. So.
Oh, is there a lot of trash talking through the net in volleyball?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And I mean,
didn't know
basketball,
that.
I mean, it's a contact sport, so I mean, the girl's right in
I
your
knew
face.
hoops, yeah, but I didn't know through the net in volleyball.
Oh my gosh. I mean, even Colgan. I mean,
Oh,
it's
that's
intense.
tough.
But
You can see the rival there. Yeah.
But I mean, I think just staying humble and kind of knowing your place. I mean, it all comes down to the end of the game, you know.
Yeah. Coach, how about you?
Score.
Word for yourself and word for each of these three.
Honestly, I could use one word for all three of them, and it would be dedicated. They're dedicated. They don't miss practices. I do this whole spiel of like a player contract every year, and I don't even have to worry if they sign it. They're going to be there. They want to be there. So dedicated, and that's just a big one for me.
That's great.
For myself, I don't know. I'd say vibrant. I like my vibes, and they 100% know what I expect, and they know that if they're not being loud. We talk about this a little bit. That we were in the paper a couple years ago, and they used the words hostile environment.
Wow.
And we're like, it wasn't in a negative way. It was the fact that you can't hear yourself when you come watch Woodbridge softball.
Yeah.
And we kind of set record attendance that night that they did that, and they get themselves in the dugout going, they get the crowd, and umpires complain every time. And I'm like, that's exactly what I want. So vibrant, and that's a good word for the team too.
That's fantastic.
You have to leave with a headache every time.
Every time.
I would say
You wake up
invested,
next
because
morning
I can
with
tell
your voice
you guys
gone.
got a lot going on. Like, they really value what you bring to the table, Nicole, clearly. So
I want to know from Swaggy up there.
Swaggy J.
Swaggy J.
Jada Wade.
What kind of celebrations you got going on out there? You
Ring pop.
smoke a double in the gap,
I
you
have
get up to
a
second
few from
base.
last year. Last year, I had my all-time high of home runs in a season.
Yes, she
Nice,
And
congrats.
I just flipping bat every
Yeah.
time.
Oh, let's go. First one of the
We've
year.
got this every time.
We have gone through now like 16 schools.
I'm so into the bat flip.
And he's been waiting for somebody to say,
I stopped asking the question because everybody was like, nah, we don't really do that.
They have a team celebration.
We
so
have
it's
ring
changed
pops.
every year.
We do
hope it
ring
involves a
pops, and
basketball.
somebody gets on their knee and they go
Yeah.
behind the plate and act like
Like
they're
propose.
proposing with a ring
wow.
pop, and then
You guys
once they
do
touch
have
the
some
plate,
swag.
we have a chain
Oh,
that
yeah.
Haley's
A
mom
whole bunch
made,
of her mom made it last year.
and once they leave the plate, and
That's the
we
proposal,
chain
and
them.
they chain
Yeah.
them. And
Now, this is very celebratory for your team. That doesn't sound disrespectful to the opponent or anything like that. Do you get any of that from them when you do that? Do you think that's like
A little on
burns them
social
up a little bit?
media.
Oh, really?
Yeah, definitely. But I think we
Wow.
always make a good comeback in person. Like, it's really nice, like, when you hit a double and you're on second base and you're like this right in their face.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta go Woodbridge.
I will say
you got your own little sign.
They don't love it. They don't love it, but we're never disrespectful to
Yeah.
the other team when they do
It's
ever.
competition.
But it is a bit. I mean, we've been a good home run hitting team, so I mean, it's kind of like step
And
your
here's the
game
thing,
up. You
right?
could have one
Watch
too.
the College World Series.
Exactly.
Right?
Right.
Watch the College World Series.
honestly, this game is difficult.
Yeah.
It's not
Celebrate.
easy. We don't get a lot of We don't get a lot of victories, right? So the small one, let's celebrate them all.
Right.
It's about having fun, right?
Go
and,
have fun
and
with it.
them having that celebration is them having fun.
Yeah.
So
100%.
Yeah.
We're I think you got three people up here that coach that will say go for it. You want to
Right.
celebrate, even if you're playing me, celebrate, go for it. Just know that we're probably going to celebrate back.
Yeah. That's part of it. If you're talking that way, you better expect
Yeah.
if
You
it
gotta-
goes
yeah,
the other
you
way
gotta
around.
take it
All
to
right,
the-
ladies, if you had to pull out your phone right now and you had to use an emoji, what emoji would you use? What's your favorite
Just
go-to emoji?
random.
Yeah, favorite emoji.
Favorite go-to emoji. The one you use the most.
Don't they go like in order of how often you use? Like if
Yes.
you pulled up your phone, you would see.
Yeah, you'd see which ones you use the
Yeah,
most.
you should see mine.
Yours, they're all,
Oh, they have to actually have to look.
they're all pulling their phones out.
Matt, yours is the middle finger.
100%. 100%.
Mine's the lovey-dovey one with the.
The
With the
hearts
hearts
around it.
floating around.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think mine is the one where, like, it's smiling, but it's not, like, too eager of a smile. It's, I don't know, like,
The one with the teeth.
Basic.
kind of, yeah.
Subtle smile.
I think mine's the laughing crying.
Like the
emoji.
crying
that's
one.
With the
Yeah.
streams
Yes.
coming straight down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I mean,
one's
I
been
don't
pretty
really
popular
use emojis
one.
like that.
Yeah,
but
neither do I.
I mean, honestly, I kind of use those when I don't know how to respond to somebody. If it's kind of like a laughing, I'm like,
They
okay,
kind of just add on to the
LMAO, laughing.
I sent one to my daughter the other day, and she wrote back and she said, "Oh, I'm sorry you're not feeling well." And I was like, "What?" I sent her the one that had like a little cough puff. I didn't know what it was. And she was like, "No, I just thought you were sick." I was like, "Jeez."
Hey, what is if I use proper punctuation after a text? Does that mean that I'm mad?
Oh, you're mad.
Yes,
you're
you're
furious.
I was going to say you were born before 1980.
No periods allowed.
No,
I didn't know that was a thing.
Say,
No
as a girl,
grammar.
you put a period
Oh,
in
so if I'm
text.
using punctuation, I'm pissed?
Yeah,
Okay.
punctuation, no good.
Oh, I didn't know that.
How about just the single K when you respond to
Like,
somebody?
okay.
Is that
That's
disrespectful?
Yeah, that's disrespectful.
Big time
That's-
passive
The K with the
aggressive.
period. Oh, yeah.
Especially
We're
if
done.
it's like uppercase, not lowercase.
Right.
It's really bad.
Right.
Yeah.
It's recorded.
I do have to ask,
Yes.
you know, from, let's see, your favorite slang word that you
Ooh,
like
that's a
to
good one.
use.
You're turning the
She's turning
tables
the
on
tables.
us.
Yes, I am. Y'all are asking these hard
Kylie's hosting
questions.
now.
Is your future in broadcasting? Is that-
I don't know.
My favorite slang word?
It's not suitable for podcast play.
Okay.
Well,
One's
recently
suitable.
I've been using bougie a lot because we've been referring to Riverside.
Okay, yeah.
You know, you guys have been there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't use slang.
That was a good one.
I don't use slang. I'm the guy that actually uses proper punctuation and capitalization.
Because he's pissed all the time.
But I'm not really mad because he's old. Yeah, it's just because I'm old. I'm literally the oldest person in the room right now.
Yes.
Oh, God.
That's true. Happy birthday, Stevie.
So what sort of sum it up for us? Like what you guys are all seniors. So what's next? What's next in your lives after the end of this graduation, this 4 years? You guys are going to three-peat on the district title thing, and you're going to have a great season and all that kind of stuff. But what's next? What are you guys looking to do? Have you decided on college? Have you decided on a future path? Is there softball involved? All that kind of good stuff.
So I got accepted to Lock Haven University for sports management.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I decided to not play softball because of having my knee injury. Really showed me what life is really about. So I decided to go in the sports management to try and get possibly a job with any major league team.
Nice.
Or become an athletic director at a college or a high school.
Good.
Awesome. Very cool.
Well, if you make it to the major leagues, I still think that I'm going to play shortstop for the New York Yankees. So can hire me.
I'm sure that'll happen.
Yeah. Jada, how about you?
I plan to major in business. I haven't decided where I'm going yet. I've applied to a few schools. I've gotten into a few schools, but I'm still trying to make my decision on where my commitment's going to be to. But either way, I'm very blessed to have the offers I have right now.
Yeah.
And I'm really hoping softball's going to be a part of my future for the next 4 to 5 years.
Awesome.
Good for you. You're going to be an entrepreneur, I think.
Thank you.
Start and run your own businesses.
For sure. That's the plan. I would love to own my own business.
I can
She could own a
I can-
643.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. That's not a bad
We
idea.
are franchising.
Give it
You can be
Nice
the youngest to
plug,
do
Nicole.
it.
That's right.
I love to remake something like this wherever I move to. So
Awesome. Kylie, how about you?
Let's see. There was definitely thought of continuing softball. I had gotten offers from Mary Washington. I wanted to go play for smaller D3 schools. I'm not really interested in the big D1 schools or even just the bigger campuses. Not really my style.
It's good that you know what you like.
Yeah.
That's important.
I got accepted into West Virginia University, and I want to major in, I'm going to have to major in like kinesiology, but I want to do athletic training. So with WVU being a Big Ten school and having as great of a football team as that they do have, I wanted to work with the NFL and hopefully become an athletic trainer for the NFL in the future. Now, sadly, West Virginia does not have a softball team. They only have a club team, so probably do club. Now, if I do decide to go to another school that has a softball team, probably try and walk on.
Yeah.
But, I mean, still open to either.
That's some big dreams for the Vikings.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
NFL teams, MLB teams.
Yeah. Entrepreneurship.
Love
I
it.
mean, that's
Gotta
great.
set
You
those
guys-
sights high.
honestly, you guys have been fantastic and obviously super mature, super go get it. Just got your S together.
You'll see me in the stands
try.
when you guys play Colgan.
Oh, that'll be a game to
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds like
Yeah.
a fun one to watch.
Make sure
Guys.
to come to the Woodbridge
I was
game.
about to
though.
say,
Don't come to the Colgan
Good.
game.
Yeah.
Come to the one at
Well,
Woodbridge.
should I bring earplugs when I come to
Yes.
that game?
No,
Yes.
you won't get to hear all the good cheers.
Is that game
the
one
Jada
at
way to
home?
cheer.
Yeah.
Game
Yeah,
one, or
we're
is-
home first.
home
Yeah.
Oh.
First game of the
You'll
year.
get
That's
to
gonna be
hear
a
the
big one.
water bottles with the rocks in it. And then you
Yeah.
get to shake back
And
and
then the umpires yell.
Yeah. Artificial noisemakers, right?
Yeah.
The buckets.
Oh,
Guys,
yeah.
good luck this season.
Thank
Wish you
you.
guys
Thank you.
all the
Thank
best.
you so
Go for the
much.
three-peat. You guys
Yes.
were awesome today, so really
thank you,
appreciate you
guys.
coming on, Coach. Fantastic group of young women there.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
awesome.
you guys for having us.
Of course. Good luck to you guys. Looking forward to watching you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Hiya, Bobby.
Oh. I love it.
Oh my gosh.
I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. Life in plastic, it's fantastic. You can brush my hair, undress me everywhere. Imagination, life is your creation.
Yeah. I know we just signed the deal, but I need my advance on the next one too. They know I'm gonna be around. Yeah. I need it.
Metro Boomin wants some more. Cause I got a really big team, and they need some really big rings. They need some really nice things. Better be coming with no strings.
All right.
Better be coming with no strings. We need some really nice things.
There he
We need
is.
some really big rings.
Welcome back, everybody, for another episode of the TWIF Podcast, where we focus on area high school programs with our Media Day series, and we are joined by the one, the only, Lightridge High School.
There we go. Yes.
Head coach. Finally get to turn the tables a little
Here we
bit,
go.
right? We get to
Buckle your seatbelt.
Yeah, right.
Let's do it.
Let's. Coach Jimmy Thomas, welcome, Coach.
Thanks, guys.
All
It's
right.
nice to be on the other side.
Yeah, you think so? At
Yeah,
least.
right now.
Who do you have here with us tonight?
I have brought 4 athletes with me, big parts of the program. Immediately to my left. Oh, you know what? I'm going to let them introduce themselves.
Fair enough.
You guys go
Perfect.
ahead and introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Riley. I'm a senior middle infielder, and I'm committed to Rutgers
Yeah,
University.
congratulations.
Awesome.
Woo.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm a junior, and I'm a catcher.
Hi, I'm Riley. I'm a sophomore, and I'm a first baseman and outfielder.
Hi, I'm Avery. I'm a first baseman and an outfielder, or not an outfielder. I'm a first baseman, and I'm a sophomore.
You stay away from that outfield, don't you? Avery?
I
You allergic to grass? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
first base only.
All right. Well, we are super excited to sort of have you guys here. Let's talk first about the shirts you guys are wearing.
Yeah.
What are they about? Talk to us. What does it mean? For those of you at home, it says all gas, no brakes.
Well, it's the first time they've seen them. I just gave them to them about
Ooh,
2
a new
minutes
gift.
ago.
A new gift. I like it.
Where did the
And,
slogan
Well,
come from?
I got it from Hard Knocks because I liked it when I was watching the Jets Hard Knocks,
Okay.
and then it just didn't age well because the Jets are horrible.
Right.
Yeah, that's my
Right.
team, by the way.
Yeah, I know that. I know that. So, I just wanted to give them some swag. We had some stuff. So, all gas, no brakes. We're full speed ahead. The program's got places to go. It's new school, and a lot of things we had to, get on the tracks and start heading in the right way, and that's kind of was my way to.
Yeah, this is year 2 for you, right?
Yeah, year 2, and so that was kind of my way to show the girls that we're putting the pedal to the metal and moving forward, and
Love it.
big things ahead.
Yeah, and as a new school, you're switching districts.
Yeah.
Right. So things are changing even more. So not just are you a new school, but sort of you've got some new competition and things are new program and all that kind of stuff. So
Lightridge
what's
is
that
a little
looking at?
different because they're a brand new school, so we only had sophomores. So I think the senior class this year is the first class that spent all 4 years at Lightridge, right? Yeah. So for the athletic programs had a lot of. They had 2 years, freshman and
growing.
sophomore, and then they're just growing. So now is, like I said, the first year we have athletes that have been in the program for 4 years, and big
So
things ahead.
young team, how many seniors? I know Riley is 1. Any more?
Yeah,
Not
there's
sure. We'll-
a couple. We'll see.
we'll see.
I like that answer.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you never know, right? Everybody has an opportunity to compete. My thing is, I don't care how old you are, what grade you're in. If you earn your way on the field, that's where you're going to be.
Yeah, if you can play, you can play.
Right.
Let's also point out that Riley is not a 4-year softball player as a senior. Riley
She had
took up a new sport as a freshman.
She had a gap year as a lacrosse player.
Two gap years.
Yeah.
How was that experience, Riley? How was the lacrosse experience? You got a lot of running in, I guess, yeah?
A lot more running than softball. It was actually pretty cool. Both my sisters play lacrosse, so it was pretty cool. And getting to build another program, another sport, it was pretty cool.
But isn't it just easier to hit a bomb and trot around the bases than to run up and down the softball?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Every time I'd run down the field, I was gassed. Like, it was like...
Well, her sisters hated when she decided to play lacrosse because she's so good at everything she does that now she's better than them or competing with them in sports, and now they hate her even more.
I think she went from never playing the lacrosse to being all district.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
So you are still playing lacrosse?
No.
Oh, okay.
We're
Okay.
in softball season, Matt.
Oh, I don't keep track of that. How about the rest of you guys? Focused in
That's what we do with lacrosse.
The rest of you play a second sport, or is it softball only?
Yeah, I do basketball in high school with Riley.
Oh, okay. Oh, Riley, third sport, huh? Very good. How about the rest of you?
Played basketball, but ended up quitting this year, just focusing on softball, focusing on mental health and everything.
Awesome.
Great.
Very good.
Yeah,
Avery?
same. I'm just playing softball.
Okay. Very good.
How is the Lightridge Hoops team doing right now?
Tell us about it.
I mean, I think we're 9-8 right now.
Yeah.
So okay. Winning record.
Yeah. Over 500. Here we go.
Pretty good.
We play Indy tomorrow night, and then
Great. Are we good? Are we any good at basketball?
you guys came back and almost beat us.
I think
last
we
time
have 4
played.
seniors that decided to quit this year.
Riverside hit the game-winning jumper on them last week.
Sweet.
Tough loss.
Yeah, we play Riverside at home on Friday, I think.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Jimmy was leaving the podcast talking about getting whooped up on by Riverside in that
No,
basketball game.
it came down to like a last possession, right?
Yeah.
Something about getting 40 points scored on him by.
She had 31.
Oh,
she had
okay.
31, but
Well, she is a D1 commit that's going to go play at Colgate, so yeah.
Not bad.
What's the outlook, ladies? What are you trying to accomplish this year on the softball field? What's the goal?
I mean, I know just building the program more, just getting everyone more involved, just getting that family feeling versus, what we had before, kind of individual, just learning to play as a family, get better.
So you're only in year 4, right? This is the 4th year that you guys have been around. So struggled those first couple of years.
there's a COVID year tossed in there.
COVID year tossed in there. And then Coach Jimmy takes over the reins. You got this pedal to the metal sort of mentality. Are you guys noticing this culture difference since you've been there?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
How so?
I mean, I know just honestly team aspect. I remember going in freshman year just feeling so alone outside of everything, not being in the loop. Coming in, Jimmy comes in to coach, and it's just this automatic switch, and I see it with everybody. Just even the freshmen coming in, it was just a straight fit in, team breakfasts and everything that we would have never done my freshman year. I mean, Riley didn't experience it, but wow.
She had lacrosse.
You're on the hot seat here, right?
She is, I mean.
Gosh,
Can't believe she played lacrosse.
So culture's really coming around. You guys are friends. You got the young team. You got this aggressive sort of mentality. And I know you were talking about the outlook for this year. What are your expectations, Jimmy? You have goals that you've set to take home the district, or is there a certain team that you really want to go after? And
we're going after Indy right now.
There you go.
Definitely.
All right.
Finally,
I like that.
the tables.
So
We never did anything to anybody. I don't know what this aggression is all about.
Well, no, you did, because I was there for some of the games.
Oh, you mean when we
early
beat them
on.
last year? Is that what you're talking about? You referencing?
That was actually a very good game on
It was a
both
great
sides.
game.
Yeah. No, but the years before that were not so good.
That had nothing to do with me
But
and
seeing
Jimmy.
you
We're
guys,
not going to talk about that.
No, yeah. Well, we don't have to. But I mean, I did see the program in its first couple of years, and it's clearly, made some big improvements over the last couple of years. So.
Look, it's all about the youth movement, right, Coach? I mean, talk a little bit about sort of, when you took over, it was sort of, other than Riley, of course, it's sort of this, let's get the young kids going, right? And now you're sort of seeing the waves of that. You even got the 8th graders. Willard, by the way, is just
rolling,
just killing, right? So talk a little bit about how you're building that as a part of a program, not just a team.
That was kind of what made it attractive to me, is I really wanted to get in. It was young. I knew I could make a difference. To your point, the Willard middle school program is killing it right now. They've won the county 2 years in a row. So we have a lot of really talented underclassmen coming up, a lot of talented freshmen this year. We had a lot of talented freshmen last year.
Yep.
So brighter days are ahead. Lightridge's best days are going to be the next few years. We're going to be sorry to see her go because she's meant so much to the program in just the 1 year that I've been there. And then we had a senior last year that really helped us build the culture, Alexis Ford. She's at Florida State this year. But, when you're a new coach, you really lean on your older athletes. And I really leaned on Riley a lot last year, and I leaned on Alexis Ford a lot last year. Alexis more so for culture. Riley more so as a coach on the field. Being a new coach, I don't have a big staff, and there was a lot of times where I might be on the field. There might be some stations in the cage, and I'd say, Riley, I need you to go over there, and I'm going to send you a group, and we need to work on getting bunts down or something like that. And she took the reins and went over there and made the other athletes feel like they could learn and take that instruction without being barked at or whatever. It was a really nice process. There goes one of my incoming freshmen.
Speaking of an incoming freshman,
where you going, Peyton? Get in here.
Incoming freshman pitcher, no less, right?
Yeah, so we do have a talented freshman class coming in. Are you okay? And one of them just walked through at 6'4", and they're putting their work in like the Lightridge Bolts do.
Yeah. So how many? I know it was a young program. How many freshmen did you have last year?
I brought five freshmen up, and I believe all 5 of them started last year.
All 5.
Yeah, and so we'll have another crop coming in this year, and Lexley and Riley are the 2 upperclassmen that have been on the field a lot, and then we got some others upperclassmen that'll contribute this year in different ways, and so yeah, we're heading in the right direction.
So with such a young team, then who kind of takes on that leadership role? Obviously, you've got Riley and Lexi, 2 of your upperclassmen. Are they kind of the incumbent leaders here, or is there kind of like a leadership role? Is it just sort of spread out across the team, or what?
I think last year, all the girls would have said of Alexis Ford was probably our leader, emotional leader. I think this year, though most of them will probably look to Riley, but Riley probably would tell you she's more of a lead by example type of athlete.
Yeah.
And so, we're looking for that next person to
who's
step
the
up and be the emotional.
Which one? Oh, Lexi's smiling. Who's like out
pump
there
it up,
jumping up and down?
Hype woman.
Yeah.
That was Alexis for us last year.
Yeah.
Sure.
Who's going to fill that role this year?
Who's doing it now?
I don't think it's any of these 4 that are here though.
Nah,
What do you mean, Riley Thomas? Right here?
I don't see it.
Not with that. Not with the coach you have. It can't be Riley Thomas.
Yeah, true.
I feel like maybe Sarah.
Oh, Sarah could step
might
up.
do
Sarah's last name is?
Yeah,
Sarah Balecki.
All right,
Sarah
give shout out to
Shout
Sarah.
out to Sarah Balecki.
Yeah, she's been in the program a long time. She's everyone's favorite. So yeah, she might be that person.
Lady, what is the off season looked like so far this year? What have you been doing to prepare for February 19th, the upcoming tryout season?
I mean, I also play basketball, so I've been playing sports. But when I can, I've come into 6'4" or hitting at home. So
okay. Anything else? What else? Lex, what's the off season? What's coach been doing? Some green days. You got weight room. You got hitting on your own.
Well, at Lightridge, newer team, girls team. You kind of lose out to baseball and football in the weight room a little bit sometimes. Lose out in the
Where's
weight
my
room.
wah song for that?
I mean, we could go at 6 a.m., but
yeah, all of us could.
Yeah.
We could.
Only Kevin does. All of us could.
Definitely had green days. I mean, it's hard to get to sometimes, especially playing travel and everything. Camps, just the travel season and everything. Just, staying on top, practicing, coming here, just being able to get work in.
Great.
Yeah, I know. I've been playing basketball and going camps and coming to 6'4" and hitting in the garage. And
Nice.
Yeah, I've had lots of camps and team practices with my travel team because we're prepping for a tournament right before tryouts. And then
Abe's team's going to the Florida Fast-Pitch Classic.
There we go.
Yeah.
Beautiful Newberry, Florida.
Yeah.
Love that place.
Yeah.
All right. So as you look out, did we already say this? You got your schedule? Have you guys seen your schedule?
Yep.
You know when and who you play?
Mm-hmm.
Which one's circled? Riley, Tom. Oh, we already said that. So you got Indy circled on the map. Yeah. And when is that game?
Two times.
Yeah.
2 times. When those games
in the same week.
Same week. Sometime.
Stupid new rule.
It's a district game, so it's later in the,
it's like
later
late
in the
April.
season, I think. Yeah.
Where do you guys want to beach?
I was just going to ask that, Riley.
Unless he talks crap.
Ooh.
All right. Now we're getting to the good stuff.
Wait a minute. You, on the field, you talk crap?
I do
all the time.
I do talk
really?
crap.
All the
if
time.
it's a player I know,
he'll be coming at us.
There's kids that I've never coached that I've coached against since they were 8 years old. If they're a third baseman, we've had it out before.
So what was last year's
and
record
their
between you
players
guys?
talk on
Well, between us,
Yeah.
it was 1-0.
Oh, you only played them once?
Yeah, they were outside of our
switched into
district.
their
Yeah,
district.
don't forget. Moving
okay.
into the
They
district.
took Woodgrove's spot in mine and Kevin's district
Yeah.
this
Okay.
year.
All right.
Yeah, it's talk about the district, right? I mean, it's tough. I mean, every night you're gonna come up against something big, right? So.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's no surprise. I think that Riverside
Is that a negative reference about my size you just made there?
Oh, he'll do that.
I get it. I
You're
heard it about
you're
you.
sitting in the chair, man.
I heard
You-
it about
in the hot
Jimmy
seat.
earlier. Now you're like,
Yeah.
got to go up against something big all the time.
The thing is, our district, I don't think it's not a surprise. I think Riverside Briar are the favorites. They're experienced older teams. We're still young, but I think our goal is to try to compete in the district and make our way to regionals somehow, and just keep getting better every day. The one thing that I tell these girls all the time at practice is, we got places to go, but we're never going to go anywhere unless we go together. And that's kind of what we do. We try to stick together. I think last year it's kind of tough when you have a lot of upperclassmen and a bunch of freshmen coming in to make that mesh. Our upperclassmen made that seamless last year, so I'm excited about where we're headed this year because last year was such a successful season, not based record-wise, but just growth of the program and heading in the right direction.
Absolutely. I've said it a lot to you and to everybody. I mean, watch out. Right,
Yeah.
Lightridge is not just on the map. You guys you're gonna redraw the map, and you're gonna really make things happen over the next few years. And it's because of what you're putting in place, and the people that have helped you get there. So it's super exciting, super fun to watch.
Good crop of players, man. When you got good players, it's just all you got to do is create that culture and try to
Stay out of their way.
Stay out of their way. Exactly.
So it feels like to me, like Coach Thomas is trying to give you this sort of swaggy kind of, we're coming after you attitude. And maybe very subtly you guys have that baked in. I'm not sure. Can't really tell just yet. But you're going to get out on the field. You're coming at this thing aggressively. Which one of you or anybody on your team is that person that's just going to, you hit a home run and they're screaming around the bases and you got big celebrations, or you get to second base?
Yeah, probably.
Right.
For
This
real?
one, yeah.
Seriously?
This one
Especially if
gets
it's like a
hyped.
tight game.
If it's
So
especially
hold
if it's a
on a
big
second.
moment.
Yeah.
Like
This
Rod Run last
person
year.
right here in front of me
yeah.
gets crazy when she hits a home
Crazy
run.
hype.
Especially if it's like a tight game. Like
Yeah.
we
Oh,
played
yeah, for
Rod Run last
sure.
year and she hit like a clutch bomb.
She hit a go-ahead home run in the playoffs, in the district playoff game,
I need to
in
see
extra
this.
innings.
Really?
In extra
And
innings.
when
It
nuts,
was a big moment. I mean, nuts for her.
We crowding around, all the rest of the girls crowding around the plate as you came
I
in.
think you flexed at the dugout.
Yeah,
She
she
let
did.
out-
So
Oh,
she was
yeah.
flexing.
She let out
so
one
don't see
woo.
it.
One woo she let out.
You must be a different player on
went
the field than
crazy.
you are behind the desk there.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, she is.
Yeah?
It's
She
like a
is.
flip
You
to
just
switch.
turn it
It's
on,
like
huh?
Silent assassin, dude.
That
for
is
sure.
that is
Yeah.
awesome.
No, I've seen it when you make the play it short, and then you kind of gun it over, and it's that rip your face off. I'm gonna just tear you apart kind of mentality.
You guys
which
have
is
any
great.
nicknames or anything? I know Avery used to, or maybe she still does. I don't know.
I mean, I call her Baby Aves.
Who is it?
I call her Baby Aves.
Baby Aves.
It's just Lexi.
It's just
Oh.
me.
So I
Okay.
shouldn't out you on the name that I thought you had, like in Travel Ball.
Let's hear it.
Oh
Maybe-
no, we don't need to hear it.
Let's
What is
hear
it?
it.
No,
I
you
don't
should.
even know
You should.
that.
The
you
A
should hear
Train.
it.
Oh yeah, A-Train.
A-Train,
that's
no?
true.
Yeah.
I like that.
Riley, you have a
like
nickname?
Not in high school, but I travel. My nickname's Trash.
Her team has all kinds of nicknames like that.
If Riley gets a hit during a game, she'll hear the team on the dugout just go T Rash.
Oh, that's no way.
Yeah,
That's
all
awesome.
teams.
Every
That
single
is
time.
awesome.
That's
Lexi, you nothing?
No, nothing. I mean, that one's got a nickname for me.
I do not.
Come
Is it
on.
is it
You
appropriate
do.
for?
Oh,
for
yeah, it is, it
consumption.
is.
Yeah.
What you're gonna have to remind me.
I mean, you call me 7-year-old white
Oh
hair
my
kid.
God, the 7-year-old curly white hair kid. I forgot all about it.
Is
That
that
is
a
so
nickname?
true.
Does that count as a nickname, or
Yeah,
is that just?
no, I'll call her by that. I'll be like, hey, 7-year-old curly white hair
Okay.
kid.
That's a
come over
nick-
here.
That's a long nickname.
Nick
It was
phrase.
intentional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Riley, you got a nickname?
No, yeah.
You're
It's
the quiet assassin.
Yeah, the silent assassin.
Yeah.
So Riley, talk a little bit about your process of getting to Rutgers, and super excited for you, and that's awesome for all of these local kids, and there's just so much great stuff going on with our players going on to play at the next level. So talk a little bit about sort of your path to Rutgers and how you got there and what you're looking forward to there.
Yeah, so my process was definitely longer than most. Like it took like a whole year. It was September 1st to September 1st. Like it was definitely long. I had to trust the process, and you think that like September 1st is like it, but like you don't know where you're gonna end up after that. Like it's crazy, and I'm so glad. Like I can't imagine myself anywhere else other than Rutgers.
What was
like,
it?
I mean, just the academics was really important
Sure,
for me.
yeah.
Like it was like I definitely wanted academics over everything, and Rutgers has an awesome business program.
Yep.
So, and I'm studying finance. So
Great.
and the team, it was always a goal for me to play Power 5. So, and I would also get that in the Big Ten. So, also we get like UCLA and like Washington, like all of them. So,
Short
So
trips
cool.
to the other side of the country.
Oh, I had forgotten that the
we added.
Pac-12 was bringing those teams over.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. I forgot.
Yeah,
it's gonna be really
fun.
cool.
Yeah.
Going
And still close to home enough where
Yes.
everybody can come see you play.
My,
and all that.
my mom was definitely happy about that.
Yeah.
She said,
What's the first game of the year? It's like Rutgers, Maryland or something, right? Somebody local.
Oh, I can't wait for that game.
Oh,
when
wow.
Riley gets there. That's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Against Caitlin.
With-
Well,
and Megan.
and Megan Gray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At Maryland.
Yep.
So what about the rest of you? I know, Lexi, you still got another year, and you ladies got a couple more, but aspirations to play?
Yeah, of course, definitely. You know,
Yeah.
it's a sport I love. I hope to
Yeah.
play it as long as I can.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I definitely do. I'm trying to attend as many camps as possible.
Yeah, I heard you were just at one this past weekend, right?
Yeah, I
How
went
was
to
that?
UNC Greensboro this weekend. It was great.
Yeah.
It rained, but it was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. Avery?
Yeah, I'm still thinking about it. I'm like going to camp, seeing like what opportunities I can get. but-
Keeping the opportunities and the options open.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
Very
that's
good.
Yeah, it's camp's
Smart.
a way to do it, right? It's
Yeah.
awesome when you get that exposure. That's
Yeah.
fantastic. What do you guys do for fun? What's happening outside of softball for each of you? What's it like to be a just a cool kid at Lightridge? Either you don't have anything fun or you're not that
Or not
cool.
cool.
I mean, you know, just doing softball 24/7. You know, try and hang with friends when you can, but I, wouldn't trade it for anything.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great. Anything else? Anything? I mean, you guys are playing hoops, so that's obviously
Yeah.
part of it. But yeah, anything else? What else? Hanging out, eating out.
Food. Let's talk food, because that's always a big subject with you guys. Not you specifically, but everybody else we've had in here. You do team lunches, team dinners. What are you getting before the games? What's the food consumption look like? Your go-to food?
I mean, what did we do last year? We did Subway and
Chick-fil-A.
Boring.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, we got to change it up this year. That's what we hear from everybody.
For basketball, we do tropical smoothie.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Baskin Robbins. That would have been, that would have been good. Baskin Robbins is
That might
very
be
good.
this year's
Before a
meal.
Yeah.
Milkshakes.
Do you guys, like each of you individually, do you have something that you have to eat before the game? Like, we've heard some people drink, Monster Energy drinks, and some people eat apples. No?
No.
I just have to eat before the game. I don't know people
Don't care
that,
what
like,
it is.
Yeah, it's just something. Like
And how about any superstitions, like right sock on before left sock, headband a certain way, hair a certain way, anything like that
Certain
absolutely
warm-ups.
has to happen?
I mean, I have like a tradition I do before I get in the box, but
Okay.
Yeah.
like I do the same routine. Like I put my back to my bat. I like put my hand around my bat. Like I do the same thing before I get in the box every single time.
Okay.
But
Apparently, the Lightridge girls, they don't got time for your shenanigans. They're just here for business.
Yeah. Let's talk.
Yeah.
Forget this other
What are you
stuff.
talking about?
Forget
I don't
forget
care what-
emojis
I don't
and
care what my hair looks like. I'm here to hit bombs.
Yeah. Right. All right.
Are
Riley.
you guys a big home run hitting team?
Yes.
I know we got Riley. And
I
the
think we hit
A-Train.
about 10 last year
10 total.
as a team.
Okay, that's pretty good.
The one against Woodgrove was my favorite.
Yeah, that was a bomb. That was a bomb.
We like those. Anybody that hits them against Woodgrove, we like that.
Yeah, it was a big one. It was a big one.
All right. So, serious of all serious questions, Riley.
What's Riley?
So and I just, because I was in the same position a few years back as coach, your dad. What's it like playing for your dad? What's it like in the high school world playing for your dad? And how's that relationship work? Both at home and in the dugout.
Who do you think gave her nickname?
It wasn't me.
well, I mean, he's coached me since I was like literally started playing. So like I've always been used to it. I've always loved it. We have like a great relationship. But like I came into Lightridge, like he wasn't the coach when I came into Lightridge, so I was like didn't know what I was to expect. Like I heard some certain things, heard different things, but then when he took the job, I was like relieved because like I knew like I was gonna go into it like knowing we were gonna
he's gonna know what he was doing.
Right. Yeah.
Like we were gonna actually have a structure.
Yeah.
So, but playing with him's always just been kind of like a thing for me. It's
Just
like,
normal.
Yeah, normal.
Yeah.
See, so for anybody that's listening, there are such things as healthy relationships between fathers or mothers and daughters or parents and daughters as they coach their kids.
Sure.
It happens.
I don't know if we have enough information to make that determination.
Well,
It's only been a year and a half.
I'm going to
That's
ask.
a
I'm going to
good
ask the
point.
same question of Jimmy. So, what's it like coaching? In the high school world? Because travel, it's different, right? But in high school, it's 5-6 days a week. It's on a structure. It's kind of what Riley was talking about. So how do you see it?
I mean, to her point, we just hang out. We're more friends. I think our relationship is a lot more friends at this point than it is father-daughter. We hang out every weekend. We do, we do what we do it together. And her little sister's on the same path and coming up, and I wouldn't change it for the world, man. We sat in the car for 4 hours yesterday driving back from Greensboro while she slept and I drove, and I wouldn't change it for the world, man.
Yeah.
I love every second of it.
Yeah.
So.
I miss those days, man.
Yeah, but,
I miss those.
travel in high school is a little bit different. It's a different mentality as a coach. A little less intense at times, but
You guys
it's
feel the
still
same
great.
way between travel and high school? Travel a little bit more intense than high school? High school
Everybody
a little bit-
feel that way? Or similar? What are the similarities and differences between travel and high school? I mean, Riley, you've been doing it for a long time, so.
I'm not. High school is definitely like a lot more low key, like especially just like some of the girls, like there's just so many different like girls, like personalities, like skill levels, and it's just like there to have a good time. Travel was more like focused, you have to lock down, like, but it's just, I love high school, especially like getting to see these people, like all these people I love, like 5 times a week, like it's just awesome. So.
Yeah. Anybody else feel similarly or differently about high school versus travel?
I think similar. I would say I really like the travel aspect of travel, just getting to go new
Yeah.
places, new fields, all this stuff, You kind of get used to fields around here. And, like, not that they're bad or anything, but just, being able to go out.
Traveling around,
and
seeing
just
different
travel,
things.
yeah.
Staying in hotels. I always love that. Good times.
What about the difference between their high school coaches and their travel coaches? I'd love to hear about this.
Or the difference between how different I am on the travel field versus the high school field?
Just their individual high school
And let's
coaches
start with
compared to their
Riley.
travel coaches.
Yeah, let's put Riley in the hot seat here.
Okay, who's the better coach, Riley?
Oh, here we go.
I'm kidding.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
No, let's get to
No,
it.
we're not getting into that.
3 years running. You guys remember from last week?
I've never cussed you out. Has Stevie?
No, I have not. Maybe when she was 8.
Not in the last
since
few
she's
years.
been,
Not since when she can
16,
understand it.
17. Yeah.
No.
Riley Thomas, do you see a difference in your dad coaching travel than you do in high school? Or is he pretty much the same?
High school is definitely like there's different skill levels, so it's like he's probably about the same. It's like we see him like every day for high school, like it's the same probably. I'd say, but
I try to be a positive info. I'm pretty positive. If I'm
I've
get pretty
seen you out
negative
there,
or
man.
get pissed off, it's going to be at another grown man or an umpire or something like that. I don't take it out on the lady. But these girls know that I'll lay down for them, right? Like, it's one thing I tell them is that I might not look the best when I'm doing whatever I'm doing, but what I'm doing is for them, and it's for the better of the program, and they're not going to have someone else that cares about them as much as I do, or as their success and their well-being and their mental health, all that good stuff. So
Well, it's obvious. Now, it's guys, for a brand new school that's just getting things started, it's the future is now and the future is forward as well. You guys got a lot going on for you, and it's I think you got a super coach and somebody that really gives a damn about what it is that you guys are doing, not just on the field but off the field too. So super excited to watch you guys play. If you don't know, I do. That we end the season, the last 2 games of the regular season, we'll be seeing you guys. So
we're the games before that. We play April 30th and May 2nd.
Okay.
Right before you guys play each other.
Oh, nice finish.
So you get
two with Indy, and then
you can
two
just
with Riverside.
You can just go right at us, go right at and take us and finish the season
you
strong.
should be feeling good coming off the previous game.
My team will get you. My team will get you prepped for it.
Guys, congratulations. We really appreciate you coming out, and all the
thank you,
best
guys.
this year. It's great. And go Bolts. Go Bolts.
Is that what y'all?
Bolts.
Good luck,
Is that what you
ladies.
guys are?
We're the Lightridge Lightning.
Where's the
We
horse?
say go Bolts.
Go Bolts.
What kind of horse is a lightning?
There's like
It's
a
like a-
there's like a man on a horse who's about to throw a lightning bolt at. I think. No?
Is it a stallion?
It's more of
I
a
just make that up?
Pegasus. More of a Pegasus.
You guys, I don't know what the heck is going on with you guys.
I think it's a stallion.
Yeah, it's a stallion.
Stallion's a male horse.
Yeah, he's
it's a
man.
lady stallion.
That's a man.
That's definitely a man.
Look at that mane.
Yeah.
All right. With all of
End
that.
it, Kevin.
Yes. Thanks a lot, ladies.
Thank you.
Think about it. There must be a higher love.
It's like the new version of this.
Down in the heart or hidden in the stars above. Without it,